To our supportive parents. They will be recognized later this evening. St. Croix Central and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behaviors. Spectators should positively support all athletes, respect the officials' decisions, and behave in a manner which is appropriate for a high school athletic event. Failure to do so is grounds for removal. For the enjoyment and respect of all those in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. In case of an emergency, please remain calm and follow instructions given by announcement. At this time, please remove your hats and stand if you are able for the playing of our national anthem as recorded by the St. Croix Central Chamber Choir. Between the Ellsworth Panthers and the Prescott Cardinals. The Panthers will be the home team on the scoreboard.
Good evening. Welcome to St. Croix Central High School Thomas Semp Gymnasium. I'm Dennis Malachek alongside Jeremy Knospe. Tonight we have Middle Border Conference Wrestling season opener for the first home match of the year. We wrestle 3 duels tonight. So the first one we're going to watch is we're going to have Ellsworth wrestling Prescott. So we'll take you through that one as we get going. Then as the night goes on, the second round we'll actually have the ladies will be out wrestling in a couple of matches. Then we'll throw some JV matches your way. And then the fourth match of the night will be St. Croix Central versus Prescott. And the finale tonight will be your top 10 ranked St. Croix Central Panthers against the traditional powerhouse Ellsworth Panthers. So one of the Panthers is going to be on top of the conference tonight, we're predicting.
Yeah, I think so. Be exciting to get the season started here. A lot of high hopes for the St. Croix Central Panthers. And nice to see a full roster from the Ellsworth Panthers as well. They've got almost twice as many kids, it looks like, on the guys' side. They didn't bring any girls with them today, but the Cardinals did bring another 5 and the girls, and St. Croix Central's got probably about 10 or so girls in the wrestling room, which is great, and we'll see some of them out here tonight.
Looking forward to it. We're just getting the first matches. It looks like we're going to start right at 106, so that should make it easy for us. So if you're looking on the scoreboard, I guess you can see it up there. Ellsworth is the home team. Prescott's the visitor.
At 106 pounds for Ellsworth, Parker Lampman. For Prescott, Bryce Barron.
So for the Ellsworth Panthers, we got a junior, Parker Lampman. For the Prescott Cardinals, we got a freshman at 106, Bryce Farron.
Yeah, and this should be one of the better matches here on this duel. Farron, a ranked wrestler as a freshman, coming in.
Looks like he's...
And he gets a takedown.
Secured the first takedown, got a 3-point lead. If you're just tuning in for the first time in a couple years, the high school and college wrestling scoring has changed and they match each other, so you get a 3-point takedown now instead of 2. And Farron picks up some quick near fall, and the near fall goes by the swipe. So if it's a 2 swipe or 2 seconds, he gets 2 points. If it's 3, he gets 3 points, and 4 gets 4. So he was still holding the cradle, so the ref is counting now. He's up to 4, so he's got at least 4 if he doesn't pick up the fall here. And there he picks up the pin. So Prescott will jump out to a 6-0 lead with the fall there. To be ranked as a freshman before the season even starts, he's probably been on the mat before.
Yeah, he's done a lot of wrestling, which is good to see. Followed his career coming up.
Yeah, well, he's in the right conference. It's every weight stacked here, so we'll see what he's got.
All right, moving on to 113. We've got Ellsworth has got 4 guys listed at 113. Prescott does not have a wrestler listed at 113, so I'm guessing we might pick up a forfeit here. And Ellsworth only has 10 varsity wrestlers, so we're going to have, obviously with 14 weight classes, we are going to get a few forfeits on this first match.
Yeah, I think Prescott only has 10, right?
Oh, yeah,
yes.
Correct.
Silas Harding receives a forfeit.
Okay, so Silas gets the forfeit, so now the team score quickly tied up at 6. And we'll jump to 120 pounds.
At 120, the Cardinals from Prescott, I think, are going to march out Aiden Alsop, would be my guess. We'll see who Ellsworth chooses. Another freshman. Prescott has got 4 freshmen at the lower end of their lineup.
Yeah, only 3 seniors, so it could be.
Now wrestling at 120 pounds. For Prescott, Aiden Alsop. For Prescott, Aiden Alsop. For Ellsworth is Edison Langer.
All right, so Edison Langer for Ellsworth, a sophomore, 120 pounds. Aiden Alsop, a freshman for Prescott. Langer's out to a quick 3 points. These early season matches we'll see who can hold their conditioning. We always talk about this, that first December's rough, right? You're coming off either cross country or football or something along those lines, and the conditioning just doesn't match what wrestling requires. So
well, Langer's putting on a hard ride here after a quick takedown, which is nice to see.
And also to walk you through the new rules there, as long as there's a single point of contact for either wrestler, and as long as you're on the mat, not out on the gym floor, the action continues. So in the old days, you had to have 2 points of contact, basically one by each opponent for the most part. They've changed the rule essentially to match the college, which I think is good, make it consistent throughout the sport.
Yeah, and it's easier to call for the refs. The challenge is that we don't have enough mat space, honestly. It's easy to wrestle off the mat and still be in bounds. And then once you're on the wood floor, obviously contacting the wood floor, then they will stop the match.
So Alsop picks up a quick escape there, but Langer responds with another takedown, so he takes a 6-1 lead with 37 seconds to go in the first period. And Alsop will pick up another escapes for 1 point, so it's 6-2.
All right, we're going to finish out. We've got 17 seconds here. Let's see if these guys can score. Well, Alsop got in on a leg, but got flattened out to his belly, which you can't stay there and score. So they're going to finish out the period 6-2 for Langer.
Be Ellsworth's choice. He'll defer to the third period. Alsop will
choose down.
Choose down.
Well, quick stand up by Alsop. Gets away. So 6-3. Langer into the short offense. Front headlock. Yeah, when you're sprawling and posted on the knees there, it's a tough spot for him to score.
Got to turn that corner quick. You
Yep.
know, the minute you shoot, you got to turn the corner. Taking on a lot of weight if you try to go straight at him.
Another shot by Alsop. He's been consistent trying to get on the legs. Really was in good position there and just couldn't quite get a finish.
Just got to bring your hips along, right?
Yep.
It's the old saying, bring your hips to the party, right? Finish that double leg.
Yeah, that head down on the mat is no way to score takedowns. But you'll see a lot of that with freshmen, and they'll learn that as they get moving on into the upper classes.
Looks like another takedown. Be a 9-3 match score. Got 47 seconds to go in the second period.
Oh, nice stand up.
Yeah, nice hand control there. You just see if he can sprawl here and get his leg free.
Well, now you got Ellsworth with his head on the mat. He's got to break that lock to get a escape. At this point, he's starting to fight the clock a little bit. Score is 9-4. He's down by 5. Which, with the new rules, that's very doable.
Yeah, it's just one move, right?
Yeah.
Feet to back and up to 7 points immediately. And like we said, it's December. Kids get tired. Things happen in the third period. You
Yeah.
know, get a little sloppy, feet cross, get a little out of position.
Ellsworth chooses down, third period. Quick stand up by Langer, but he couldn't get away before he went out.
Yep, good motion. We'll just keep an eye on, see what they do for a move. If they're all stand-up people, if they're all sit-out people, what are they doing? Are they just tripoding?
Yeah, I think, Dennis, 20 years ago or more, you would get a school that does the same thing with every wrestler, and more and more that has changed, where you get all these clubs and summer wrestling and different things that are going on. And here also, oh boy, he had a cradle locked up there. That could have made a difference.
We'll see if he can knock him down to his hip here and just get his weight off. He's actually going the wrong way with he's sitting on the ankle, but
yeah, I think that's a good stalemate call.
3 of the 4 ankles were locked up.
Yeah.
Let's call it. Gail says, let's get a fresh start. So we're at 1:13 to go, third period. Match score 9-4. Langer's ahead. Working on escape, and he gets it. So he'll lead 10-4 now. Another good shot.
Well, I liked how he kept his head up there. He didn't go down to the mat. The double, and then moved up. So that's some improvement from Alsop. And my guess, he's going to keep on shooting. He's down, and we're going to see more of him attacking the legs.
I like the aggression this time of year. You got to take your chance out there. You can go to your steady eddies come sectionals time, but it's December. See what moves in your bag of moves work, right? Here comes a headlock attempt.
Well, 6 points is the difference here, and a headlock would still, can be the difference in the win.
We'll see if he can set it up with a shot, though. I think Ellsworth did the right thing. Just go on your offense, keep scoring, You don't have to worry about all the stuff your opponent's doing. Ran out of space, but a good attempt by both guys.
Well, it's nice to see both guys wrestling hard. Looks like they're both sucking a little bit of wind. 6 minutes doesn't seem like a long time until you're out there tussling with somebody the whole time.
Like we always say, if you don't think it's hard, go try it.
Oh,
he gets it. Oh, I got to get a takedown out of it. Time's going to run out here. So we got threes, 10-7. Great match. Great high school match.
That was a good match, yeah. Two younger guys. We'll probably see them again.
Yep. So we'll jump up. That'll make the team score 9-6 in favor of Ellsworth after 3 matches, or 2 matches and a forfeit, and we will jump to 126.
And that probably is another forfeit from Prescott. They don't have anybody listed unless somebody was able to get down from 132.
Nope. Coach just signaled. Forfeit.
At 126 pounds, Ellsworth's Aiden Jennings receives a forfeit.
Aiden Jennings was listed at 120, but they moved him up to 126 to get a forfeit there.
So that'll be 16 points for Ellsworth. We'll jump up to 132, and you see an Ellsworth, that a Prescott kid getting ready? So.
Yeah, I think so. They've got 2 guys at 132 listed, both Gunnar Doyle and Trevor Lansing, a couple of freshmen.
Now wrestling at 132 pounds. For Ellsworth, Jace Anderson. For Prescott, Gunnar Doyle.
So Doyle, freshman for Prescott. Anderson, a sophomore for Ellsworth. Yeah, I think you're definitely right with all. I mean, we are so blessed in this area to have as many clubs. You know, you draw a 50-mile radius around here. How many? And you can go to any club you want, and just top-notch coaching going on. And a lot of these kids are doing it, you know, and so they're getting the year-round muscle memory. And you really don't have that warm-up period like we used to see in the old days, right? Another good shot by Doyle. Let's see if he can finish this. Anderson countering with the ankle scramble here.
Yeah, he hooked the leg here, so he should be able to finish this.
He gave it to him, yep. 3 points. Kind of losing the hip turn there, but we'll see.
So he's looking for a cradle. See if he can get that locked up. Well, they're getting into a weird scramble position here. Probably got a stalling call coming, I would guess.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
5-second rule turned into 30, but you know,
yeah,
it's early. We'll give it to him. That's all right.
It's a lot of time hanging on the ankle. All right, end of the first period, 3-0 Ellsworth. You know, and Dennis and I had talked after the rule changes last year. You know, traditionally everybody would pick down, try and get an escape, but with an escape only being 1 point and a takedown being 3, it's you see a lot more guys choosing both up or just not choosing down in general. Even if you're on top, you can have a chance at 2, 3, or 4 points. So the down choice is not as popular as it used to be.
Yep, effort versus value, right? You put a lot of work in to get away from the bottom, and if you only get 1 point, where takedown's 3 points and arguably the same amount of work. So.
Well, Doyle can get his head popped out here. He should be able to finish this double leg.
Yeah, we talk about, we say turn the corner. You just got to take his hips one way to step up and go one side or the other. Going straight on, it's just going to push him off the mat. So
here we are in the head on the mat position we talked about in the last match. Hard to be successful in that position. Everybody who's wrestled has been there. There you go, trying to go between.
Yep, what he wants to do now is just step up and step in between the legs. Can get one leg hooked over, but he's got his ankle hooked, so he's not going to be able to. He wants to take his.
Yeah, he stepped over the leg, so he should be able to score from here.
He's got his knee down. Have him just pop his head. Oh, now he
Oh, boy,
he's right
that
there.
was a tough stalemate.
Yeah, he was getting close. 29 seconds to go, second period. Doyle still leads 3-0 for Prescott.
Well, there you go. So Ellsworth chooses top. So Prescott choose both up on the second period, and Ellsworth is choosing top. So nobody chooses bottom. Interesting.
Well, he's had, 4 minutes now, and he hasn't got a takedown yet. So
yep.
You might as well just, if he's a hammer on top, now's your time to prove it. Doyle's creating some good motion, getting a little hand control so he gets out. You know, third grade stuff, it still works.
There's a double with his head
Nice
outside. Should be able to score here. Guessing it's a matter of time.
There, he gave it to him. So it's now 7-0.
Doyle's got a little over a minute left. And
now do you think about cutting him? Do
yeah,
you want
that's
the major?
just what I thought. The coaches might be over there saying, "Hey,
we'll
let's let him stand up."
We'll sneak a look in. He's
Right,
saying let him up.
That's
so.
what I would have done as well.
Yep. I love to see Doyle look at the ceiling like, oh no, this is gonna be a lot of work.
He just made me work more.
I just want to ride him out, Coach. It's December. I'm gasping. Oh, this is classic. Let's see if he's got another shot in. He's got good hand control.
I like how he leads with his butt when he gets arm control there. You'll see that a lot of guys, Trent Heidley, I know, is doing it at the world level.
Yep.
The underhook. If you can get arm control or an underhook situation, it's been successful at every level.
Good shot. We'll see if he can turn the corner.
Well,
exactly what we were talking about.
Kept his head up, turned the
Nice
corner.
job. So he'll take a 10-1 lead, which for the team score will give him 4 team points instead of 3. Because if you win by 8 match points or more, you get an extra team point. So that's what he was doing for his team there. He'll probably just ride him out now because to get to a technical fall, he'd have to be ahead by 15, he's just going to run out of time here. We've got 12 seconds to go.
And if he has to, he can let him go, and he'll still have an 8-point win. He's got a cross wrist.
He might get the fall here.
Oh, yeah.
It's tight. 2 seconds. Nope, got out. So we'll pick up a few more. Give him 4. 14-1. Doyle with a nice, impressive win there. Good-looking freshman. So we'll jump up to 138 pounds.
Again, Prescott doesn't have anyone listed at 138, but I'm guessing we might see Trevor Lansing out here, a freshman, bumping up from 132. And then who are we going to see on the from Ellsworth? That's the question.
Now wrestling at 138 pounds. For Ellsworth, Bryson Strike. For Prescott, Trevor Lansing.
Okay, so Lansing, another freshman for Prescott, and Strike, a junior for Ellsworth.
Got some good motion here, these guys. See if they can keep it up for 6 minutes.
Right.
He's into a fireman's position there, but just couldn't quite finish. Oh, switched off to a
Nice
single.
Counter. Seeing good motion by both gentlemen here.
Yeah.
Prescott has definitely worked on a 2-on-1 / some form of a Russian tie.
Right.
Because they're all coming out and doing that. But you're right, to this day and age with clubs and video and everything, you can, I mean, was it 60 days ago, the World Championships are going on. You can watch all that and see what the best wrestlers in the world are doing. And it doesn't take these kids, 1 day to translate that. And just, the sport is so impressive right now.
Yeah, back in the day, every school ran a system, or a series of moves, and that's just not the way it is today. A little bit of a flurry there. Nobody took the opportunity to score.
There he gets the go around, so Strike will take a quick 3-0 lead. Got 5 seconds to go. See if we can ride him out here and preserve the period. It looks like he's going to get it done. Good job. Kept moving, scored his points.
It's a good period.
Finished on top. Yep. We'll jump to the second period. Prescott deferred. Ellsworth's choice. He's going to go down. He's going to make a liars out of his set, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So.
We gotta start keeping stats on that,
Right.
Dennis, this year.
How many lies do we tell on the air?
Yeah.
It's a bigger number than you think. Always take the over. So he's got the wrist trap. Trying to break him down here, so he's going to go to look for some tilt series here. He's like too parallel for that right now, but
Lancey's got some good pressure on top here. Oh, Strike got away with his arm. Hips are still on the mat.
trying to just trap the elbow. No, he's going to work to an arm bar now. And we'll see if he can get that far wrist or not. But he's got a lot of pressure on him. He's on his toes.
Lansing doesn't really have a full arm bar in, but
I can't see where his hand is. He's getting to the middle of the back. He lost it there. But that's just good wrestling both sides there. He stayed aggressive on top.
He locked in a quick
He
cradle.
threw it beautifully. So now just count the swipes. Whatever time, how many Gale swipes. So he's going to get all 4. He gave 3. So 3 near fall. So that'll tie the match score up at 3-3. And he locked it up again. Missed it. Tried to lock it up again. So the match score is 3-3. 45 seconds to go in the second period. So technically Lansing's still on top, so he's in the control position.
And as long as he can hang on to that ankle, probably not going to change with 15 seconds left here.
Yeah, if Strike can just turn the corner a little bit and crash his hips down, he might get it. No, he's not going to run out of time. There's 5 seconds to go. There we go. We'll start the third period. Match score tied 3-3.
Prescott's going to go down.
He's going to choose down. We'll see what Strike does, if he'll try to ride him out, try to turn him, or if he'll just cut him right away and win it on his feet. We'll see. I'm not predicting anything.
Oh,
beautiful
quick switch.
move. See if he can finish this. Looks like he's got it. Yeah. If any young wrestlers out there watching, you saw what Lansing did. He just instant motion on the whistle, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes speed just wins. And
yeah, that was a perfect timing. Just caught him not expecting it.
he's back to that. He's got the wrist trapped again, trying to work that arm bar. We'll see if he tilts him to his left or if he tries to walk it over to his right.
Yeah, he's really got an option here. He's almost going to have to let go of that wrist to drive the arm bar, or he can work on a tilt if he wants to keep the wrist.
Looks like he's going for the tilt. Here it comes. So he's going to pick, he's got all 4. So he'll take a 9-3 lead, 50 seconds to go here. There's an escape. So like we talked about, Ellsworth is still in the match here. It's 9-5. We'll see if he can do anything. All it just needs is anything feet to back. And
had a little bit of a equipment malfunction there with his headgear.
He scored. Yeah, he scored the takedown.
And he's going to move right into a switch position here.
So the match score is 9-7. 15 seconds to go. Locked hands, so it's going to be 10-7 now in favor of Prescott, Lansing.
Well, Dennis, he's tried about 4 switches, and I'm guessing he's going to try another one off the whistle here. And if I were Ellsworth, I would start on the other side. No, coach is telling him to start both up. You can't win on top unless you get him right to his back, so he's going to need a takedown and back points here.
So you got to shoot, create the motion. Yeah, there it is. Now he's got to get his head. Going to run out of time here. Well, maybe not. What a great match. He locked his hand. Oh, I didn't even call it.
Wow.
So the match score is going to end up 11-10. So think about it. He was down, 9-3?
Right.
I mean, great job by Ellsworth to strike there. He did a great job of making that one interesting. Ref missed a locked hand there. It would have been 12-10. But anyway, so
yeah,
Lansing's going to pick up the win, 12-10. Give Prescott 3 more team points. So after 6 matches, we are 15-13.
Yeah. Well, Prescott's going to struggle. They have some openings here in the upper weights and do not have a heavyweight.
So we will jump to 144. I'm getting better at calling the right weight classes because they can't change them every year on us old people. Got a great crowd here tonight. The St. Croix Central home side is full. You can't see it with the camera, but visitor side's picking up. Nothing better to do. Too cold outside. Get your chores done, get into town, and come watch some wrestling.
All right, we got Flynn from Ellsworth and Sanford from Prescott. Oh, Sanford looks like he almost got a turn there, but they gave him no points. Ellsworth in on a nice single now, and he's going to score this, I would guess. Oh, boy, he was able to get his hips around. And
Yeah, so in this position, if you're Prescott, you got to commit. You either got to sprawl as hard as you can or just throw all your weight into him. You got to try to tip him one way or the other. Looks like he's going to sprawl, then move his feet, and still bad shoulder.
Oh, and
Good
potentially
call.
dangerous there, yeah.
Yeah, good call there. Way too early in the season for injuries.
Yeah, we don't need that. And Sanford, a junior, and Flynn from Ellsworth, a freshman. And the scoreboards just went dark.
Somebody stepped on a cord.
I think it was Dennis.
Definitely me.
So we have a stoppage. Oh, looks like they've come back on. And we're ready to get started. Minute 15 left in this period. No score. There you go.
Sanford hit a goal behind. He'll take an early lead here, 3-0. So those of you tuning in, this is Ellsworth Wrestling Prescott. There's 3 teams here tonight at St. Croix Central Gymnasium. Central will wrestle later, obviously. We'll wrestle Prescott next, and then we'll wrestle Ellsworth last. And in between, we'll throw in some girls matches and some JV matches. So full night of wrestling for you.
Yeah, the days of the duel are gone. And there's a lot of wrestling today, even with some teams here that can't fill all the, well, at least one team that can't fill all the weights between JV and the massive expansion of girls wrestling. We're going to be able to give you guys plenty of entertainment here. Ooh.
So Prescott, Sanford tried a little Granby roll, got kind of burned on it. He gave up 3 near fall. Ellsworth did a nice job, just threw a half in, about half Nelson in right when he's rolling through. And so technically Ellsworth is still on top here if you're watching the score. The match score is 5-3. Looks like we're going to get caught up here for a little bit. Yep. So end of the first period, 5-3. Good scrap going on right now. Yeah, with the triple duels, obviously some teams are like Ellsworth and Central got full rosters, could wrestle 2 full JV matches if we wanted to. And the other teams in our conference don't. But the other thing is, I forget the exact number, but total number of weigh-ins has changed too. I think throughout the state tournament, you're only allowed, is it 17 weigh-ins or something along those lines? I can't remember the exact number, but so you might as well get as many matches in as you can per weigh-in.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Ellsworth with a nice reversal here. Came out the back door.
So Flynn's got a 7-3 lead right now.
So again, Flynn a freshman, Sanford a junior. So Ellsworth's got to enjoy seeing their freshmen be competitive here right out of the gate. He's in a tough position now, though. If Prescott catches that head, it could be trouble.
Yeah, he's just trying to do a tilt. There he is. If you can punch a half Nelson right to the mat, punch your hand right to the mat, and keep your hips up, he's going to get a little bad position here. We got a minute to go, about halfway through the match right now. Sanford looks like, yeah. Wow.
I would call that a reversal.
This is like a middle school match. You never know where they're at. Wow. Always got it.
We're going to get an escape, I guess.
That's a lot of work for 1 point.
That is a lot of work. And the ref did a good job of holding off on the call there.
I think he did.
That was the right thing to do.
Nice shot by Sanford. We'll see if he can turn the corner here. Again, that straight on, you just put yourself in trouble. He put his head down, and Ellsworth did the right thing. Just went around behind. So Flynn's got a 10-4 match score lead. 20 seconds to go, second period. Now it's his turn to do an arm bar. What he's looking for is that far wrist, which he has trapped now. He's going to just walk the shoulder over real slow here.
And the guy in the bottom really needs to get his hips off the mat and try and work his way up.
Forward, yep. Work forward.
Yeah, we have a really good crowd here tonight.
This is awesome.
say one of the better crowds I've seen for a triangular. It's hard to not say dual.
I know. Well, we got a break in the action here. Let's thank our St. Croix Central sponsor tonight. We have Marco Sales, Citizen State Bank, Hudson Physicians, Bird Plumbing, Premium Waters, Baldwin Lightstream, B&B Insurance, Burnix Pepsi, Courtesy Corporation, McDonald's, Whitecap Financial Advisors, TD&I Cable Maintenance, J.A. Counter, Pheasant Hills, Williams & Sire, Attorneys at Law, Russ Davis Wholesale, and with their Crazy Fresh brand. Thank you for sponsoring St. Croix Central Athletics.
All right, so we're back with a 6-point differential here, third period. So Prescott's going to have to amp it up here if they want to try and get a win in this match. Really, they would need this to be competitive for the team score, as they're going to be giving up some later on.
Flynn's doing a good job controlling the hips. Just kept his motion going, kept his feet moving. Was rewarded with the takedown. So he's got a 13-4 lead now. About a minute to go. And Sanford's got a reversal. They score? Yeah, they should score that, I would assume.
Well, Prescott's putting in a leg ride here. He's going to need to turn him here pretty quick in order to try and get a win. Oop, almost into a full Nelson position. Got to be careful. And we got Prescott getting a little too high here. Yep.
That'll make a reversal. That'll actually give him a major decision if the score remains this. It's 15-6, got a 9-match point lead. So he'll pick up 4 points, Flynn will. That's a good match.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to see the injuries this early. Looks like he's favoring his knee. All right, moving on to is it 150 now we're on?
We are coming to 150, yes. That was 144 last match.
I'm guessing we got Brody West from Prescott would be my guess at 150. And dealer's choice for Ellsworth. they've got a pile.
Now wrestling at 150 pounds for Ellsworth, Caden Stevenson. For Prescott, Broderick West.
I think it's Severson, I think is the name.
No, there's a Caden Stevers.
Is there two? Oh, Stevenson. There we go. All right, so Stevenson and West just getting to know each other. West from Prescott's a sophomore. Stevenson's also a sophomore for Ellsworth. Stevenson listed at 144 pounds. Or I guess they both are. They both are weighed in. Or
yep.
All's fair tonight. And we're going to see some points here. Somebody's got a headlock. Oop, got it illegal. So takedown for Ellsworth. Quick, got a couple swipes. This is where the out of bounds rule is going to come in. Is he able to keep track? So he got all.
Oh, he fought off his back. That was a good fight to get off his back there.
He gave all 4. So 7-0. That's what we were talking about, how you can score 7 points really quick, feet to back. And keeps you in a match.
I mean, 2 of those moves, and then you're 1 point away from a tech fall. I mean, it's can be really quick.
Yeah.
Just moved a little bit closer to that freestyle, wrestling.
20-second matches.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Prescott's going to do off the bottom. Looks like he's going for a stand-up. It's the old chop and crash, Dennis. When you don't get your stand-up right.
Your head bounces off the
mat.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see Ellsworth. They're definitely, both these teams are really in a rebuilding mode right now, but really nice to see Ellsworth, who was a perennial powerhouse for 25, 30 years. At least they've got good numbers. And
Is he called full note? Yeah, he's going to call it.
Yep. Potentially dangerous.
Essentially what that means is if you're the guy on top, you can't throw both your hands under the other guy's armpits and lock them on the top of the neck or even touch any part of the neck or head with both hands. It's an easy way to break a neck.
Ooh.
And
what's rule number 1 on the bottom, Dennis?
Reach back.
Don't reach back.
Don't reach back. Okay, yeah. Well, they don't listen to us. So one of us has to be right. Yeah, that was a big oops there. So Ellsworth will choose neutral. Start of the second period. Steenson's with a 7-1 match score lead. So we're trying to, what we're watching for, the coaches I should say are watching for, the guys on your feet, you're trying to get inside position. So you want to get inside your opponent's elbows. If your arms are on the outside, you just can't get your shot off and get any penetration to score your takedown. So they're trying to, when they get in close there and lock up, they're doing a little hand control, a little hand fight going on. But he's ultimately just trying to work their way to get inside position to expose your opponent's legs and hips. And Steenson does a nice little snap down. Little go behind. It's got a 10-1 score. He's waiting for him.
He is just kind of waiting there, I think, looking to set something up. If you're Prescott, the bottom guy just really needs to get his hips off the mat.
Yep, get his head up, move forward, get his hands free. And Ellsworth's got 9 seconds here. He's going to collect some points.
Yeah, this is going to be a 4-pointer. So here, depending upon what they choose, I mean, Ellsworth is 1 takedown away from a tech fall.
Yep, so Prescott chose neutral.
So a takedown by Ellsworth will end the match. With a 15-point advantage, the match is over.
I'll say if I've watched Steenson wrestle in the past, I've forgot about it, but he's had just really good position. He's got a nice base. He's kept his inside position for the most time. And just
so this will end the match here, but if he can get the pin, they'll let it go, but they don't. He bellies out.
So in high school wrestling, there's basically a mercy rule. If you get ahead by 15 match points, they stop the match. The team will get 5 team points. And what Jeremy's referring to there, if you go from a person is in a pinning combination, they will let you finish that and try to pin him because you obviously pick up another team point. So they let him, he didn't get it, so they gave him their 5 points, and whatever that's going to be, 24-13 now should be team score. So we'll jump up to 157 next.
And this will be a forfeit, I think, from Prescott.
If you're counting, this is match number 9 out of 14. But we're going to see a couple quick ones here.
Now we're at 157 pounds. Matthew Lundstrom of Ellsworth receives a forfeit.
All right, then we'll have a match here at 165. Luke Meyer from Prescott, and I'm guessing Hunter Halverson potentially here from, yeah.
Now wrestling at 165 pounds for Ellsworth, Hunter Halverson. For Prescott, Luke Meyer.
Luke Meyer's a senior. Hunter Halverson's a junior. It's our first senior of the night.
Yeah, both of these guys are bringing a little bit of experience here, probably more than what we've seen in the past few matches. Good pressure from Prescott.
I missed the call there. He gave him a penalty point for something.
I'll be honest, I was taking a drink and I missed it myself.
We'll just go 1-0 Ellsworth. This is where we could have made something up.
Right.
We didn't, though. Both kind of going straight onto each other. See if one, there we go, get a little side-to-side motion, see if we get them to step one way or the other. Mayer's in a front headlock position. Let's see if he can finish this. Halverson acts like he's been here before. He doesn't, not panicking, just staying heavy.
Oh,
pops him right in his head.
Yeah, if you get that leg up, you really want to keep it up.
Oh, that was
well,
good.
He's able to come around the side here. He's got a little bit of a whizzer in.
Run out of time. That was a
able
good
to fend
scramble
it
there.
off, yeah.
Yeah, well done, both of them.
Well, we got grandparents watching from Iowa.
Oh, look at that.
How many folks we got tuned in so far, Dennis?
We had just crossed 100. We're at 101. We sat at 99 for about 5 minutes there, and I was like, come on. Tell your friends, tell your relatives. Shout it out to your neighbors. Exciting action, or better yet, get in the car and get down here. I guarantee you won't have any bugs on your windshield tonight. So. Something about that first burn of the year, the cold.
Prescott's got a trapped arm with the.
Yeah,
so this is the same thing we've seen. So this is another thing that they've been working on at Prescott here. Get that arm bar with a wrist. And it looks like he's going to probably try that tilt again.
Yep, you got to get up on his toes and get some pressure going. He's kind of laying on his knees yet. Because that's heavy. The Ellsworth wrestler's going nowhere. I mean, you've got him essentially locked down. Now he's got it. You can just Should be points.
Ooh,
So that's
might be a pin
well
there.
done.
Wow.
What did he get? Two? Give him 2 swipes. Nice job. So that'll take a 2-1 lead for Meyer. Prescott.
Well, Halverson was holding a good base there, but was able to get broke down again by Prescott. It's only the second period here. Stalling on Ellsworth.
Like about 10 seconds to go. Meyer's just going to try and ride him out. Halverson hits a roll, but Meyer does a nice job just following through. So we'll go to the third period, 2-1. Red's choice, which is Prescott. He chooses down. He leads 2-1.
Meyer gets an escape and goes right into a front headlock.
Oh. And he moved his feet and turned the corner and scored his points.
Yeah.
He's listening to us. So he's got a 6-1 lead now. So he took a 2-1 match and immediately scored 4 points there.
Quick switch by Halverson. Does not connect on it though.
Again, for our people tuning in here, this is a triple duel tonight at St. Croix Central High School. We have St. Croix Central, Ellsworth, and Prescott, and right now Ellsworth and Prescott are wrestling. They are on match number 10 of 14. So next, we'll throw some JV and girls matches in, and then St. Croix Central will wrestle Prescott next. Then we'll have some more JV matches, and then the finale will be Ellsworth versus St. Croix Central. So we're seeing 5 different events tonight on one mat. Got a lot of wrestling going on, and this is Dennis Malachek alongside Jeremy Knospe bringing you all the action. You got YouTube, shout it out, hit that subscribe button, send it out to your friends, tune them in. Got a barn burner coming up tonight for the last match.
And they called stalling on Prescott here, so both wrestlers with a stall call. 44 seconds left. I don't know that it's going to make a difference. Yeah, he's going to get another caution for not covering the elbow. Oh.
Boy, here comes 7 points potentially. So the match score is 6-3 with the reversal. Now he's getting swipes. So Halverson's got at least 4. So match-wise, he's technically had 7-6 right now with 20 seconds to go. So
wow.
There's the points awarded. Just hitting the 10-second mark.
Prescott needs
Meyer's
some
got to
action
try
here.
anything. He's got nothing to lose here. Ellsworth, he's going to score again. Ellsworth did a really smart thing that he sat on the ankle there, just did the old Penn State ride, the Wartburg ride, whatever you want to call it. So he'll pick up his near fall. He's going to win the match 7-6. What a great match. After that, we're going to jump from up to 175 pounds now.
Yeah, we go from 165, 175. And for those of you who don't know, finish out 190, 215, and 285, the heavyweight. Prescott does not have a heavyweight listed, so they got we really have 2 more matches left in this duel. It looks like they're going to move guys up on the Prescott side.
At 175 pounds, Ellsworth's Tyler Lewis received a forfeit.
All right, moving on to 190. I'm guessing we'll wrestle a 190 and a heavy. Because it looks like Prescott's got 2 guys left. This is going to be Caden Riley for Prescott.
Now wrestling at 190 pounds for Ellsworth, Brecken Young. For Prescott, Caden Riley.
Brecken Young, a senior from Ellsworth.
Quick takedown there for Young.
A little quick on the call, I would say, but now it's it's secured now. Young, an experienced wrestler. Should be a good match on the St. Croix Central duel. Central's really got a pretty solid lineup this year. Obviously, high hopes for the team.
What are we ranked right now? Preseason?
We are in the top 10. I don't know. You know, the preseason rankings are a little loose.
They basically just go off last year, right?
They're taking a guess, yeah. But I'd put us, we're in the top 6, I would say. Although we've got some really good teams. Osceola is going to be a challenge for sure in the Middle Border Conference.
It'll be fun.
And, that's another thing to look at when you look at the team piece this year. There's an escape from Prescott. We've got, they rearranged the sectionals and the state brackets for all of the different divisions. And so they separate them out. Division 1 has only got 14 kids going to state, just like everybody else in Division 2 and Division 3. And there are no conference tournament and no regional tournament. It goes right to a sectional. Top 2 qualify. So you get 28 people from this section going to the state tournament, which will be interesting because there are 36 returning people that went to state last year in this section.
And 28 are going to go.
And only 28 get to go. So I'm guessing about half of the state qualifiers from last year in our section that are returning are going to make it back to state. And then from the team side, the sectional winner qualifies for the team tournament. So, and then there will be 1 at-large bid. So instead of 7 teams, 1 in each section, you get 1 in each section, and then an at-large bid to make it 8 teams going to the state tournament.
Interesting. Did not know that little tidbit. So there's another takedown for Young. Yeah, I can tell you. I grew up in Iowa, and they just went to this format last year, except they made it to 3 wrestlers per weight. So 24 wrestlers at the state tournament out of 8 sectionals, and it's makes for one nerve-wracking day. You know, you only get 1 shot at it, and as we all know, that day of sectionals and regionals, you got to have all the stars aligned. You got to be healthy. You got to make weight. You can't have a flu bug. It just weird things happen. It's high school wrestling, right? A lot of things. If all your stars align, you're going to wrestle down in Madison. Now he's putting on a little show here. Yeah,
Young in command here. And he's got really 1 more cut and takedown. Well, he's need more than that, actually. Only up by 11. minute left in the second period. I think he's going to try for a turn.
So 40 seconds to go, second period. Ooh, illegal there.
Arm can't come past 90 there.
Yeah, and the elbow can't come up. So now let's see an Ellsworth armbar here. He's got, see if he can keep that fist in the middle of the back. He's nice and slow. He's going to get the fall here. So at the 3-minute and 33-second mark, Brecken Young from Ellsworth picks up the fall. Takes a team score to 45-13 in favor of Ellsworth. 2 matches to go. Or
Well, I think just
2
one.
weight classes to go, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, this should be the heavyweight. No, we're going to go
We'll
to
see what happens
215. All right, we got Sawyer Van Horn wrestling for Ellsworth. And it's going to be Quentin Holt from Prescott.
Now wrestling at 215 pounds for Ellsworth, Sawyer Van Horn. For Prescott, Quentin Holt.
Quentin Holt, senior for the Prescott Cardinals. Sawyer Van Horn, a junior for the Ellsworth Panthers. Van Horn in quickly. Whoa.
It's a failed headlock attempt there.
If you're gonna throw it, you throw it. You don't hesitate. They changed the rule. There shouldn't have been a penalty. You can't go right from feet to intentional escape. He had him on his
From
back.
the back?
Yeah,
you cannot do that. That is a good
ref
point.
didn't call it, but looks like this one's going to be over anyway. So after scoring 15 match points in 1 minute, actually 54 seconds, then he picks up the fall. Van Horn looked impressive there. Sawyer Van Horn, Ellsworth with the fall.
All right, and then I'm guessing they'll trot out Jeremiah Johnson here from Ellsworth. And we do not have anyone at heavyweight from Prescott. So that will be your final 51-13 in favor of Ellsworth.
At 285 pounds, Ellsworth's Jeremiah Johnson receives a forfeit.
With
And our first duel with Ellsworth winning the duel 51-13.
That's 4 forfeits that they had to give up Prescott. So that makes it tough to come back when you're giving up that many. And now we're going to move on to some female matches.
Before we start round 2, which will be St. Croix Central versus Prescott, we will be wrestling our girls varsity matches.
We'll take a quick break here
some
and just leave the video on.
matches.
We'll be back in a couple minutes. So welcome back to St. Croix Central High School, Thomas Semp Gymnasium. Dennis Malachek alongside Jeremy Knospe. We're just finished up the Ellsworth versus Prescott boys duel, won by Ellsworth 51-13. Now we're doing some girls matches in between, because then we'll have another duel, varsity boys duel in between. So,
and it's just great to see the numbers we got, both in the middle school and the high school here for St. Croix Central. On the girls' side, Emma Lammers from St. Croix Central, first year, going out for wrestling. Very athletic. And we've got Addie Alsop, senior for Prescott.
So the fastest growing sport in American high schools right now is female wrestling. And you can see it. It's happening here. It's happening in our area. It's recently been sanctioned here in Wisconsin, so they have their own state tournament and things of that nature.
And the announcement of these two girls got the biggest round of applause so far tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
And we'll see if Lammers can fight this off. Nope. Well, you're going to get that first year coming out. It's so important to stay in position, right?
Yep. There'll be no team scores here or anything. These are just going to be individual matches. Like Jeremy had said earlier, I don't believe Ellsworth brought any female wrestlers.
I don't think so.
At least they're not on the roster anyway. So it looks like it'll just be Prescott versus St. Croix Central tonight.
Now wrestling at 114 pounds for St. Croix Central, Jillian Trudell. For Prescott, Lily Kern.
All right, we got Cadence Trudell.
Jillian Trudell, I believe.
Oh, is it Jillian?
Yep.
We got more than one Trudell.
And I missed who announced for Prescott. I didn't catch it. Trudell's at 107.
I'm guessing Lily Kern probably.
Yeah. We're going to go with that.
Lily Kern, a senior, and Trudell, a freshman. Trudell fought off her back there and has now moved into a pretty good position where she could finish a double here if she can get around the corner. Or just stand up, start over. Uh-oh, stay out of the cradle. She's in a tough spot now.
We apologize out to our listeners. We're getting some reports that we're getting some buffering going on every once in a while. I can tell you from our side, everything looks good. We got full power and full Wi-Fi, and everything's working at least at the max. So hopefully it straightens out for the night, and we can bring you a great show.
Now wrestling at 132 pounds for Prescott, Emma Schmitz. For St. Croix Central, Piper Larson.
All right, Piper Larson and Emma Schmitz. Larson from St. Croix Central is a senior, and Emma Schmitz a junior. And locked hands.
Yeah. Can't do that while the ref's watching.
You know, we're talking about having a big crowd. I mean, this is one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
You know, parents and friends and family coming out to see how does this all work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Totally new to the sport. It's just great to see.
And give them credit. I'm going to guess for a lot of them, this might be the first time they're wrestling solo in front of a crowd. It's one thing to be in a tournament where there's 12 mats going and you're just kind of stuck in the corner and you don't have 1,000 people with their eyes on you. This is a true test right here. Good for them. So Schmitz with a nice little stand-up, and I guess we'll call it a headlock for lack of a better term, but now she's got a half Nelson in.
Yeah, she's fighting off of her back well, and good hips. And that's the one thing you'll see that's really different on the women's side. The flexibility is totally different than you'll see with the guys who are just wound a lot tighter.
Well, on the women's side of the sport, I'd say our best at the world level is Helen Morales. Native of Maryland, but she trained at Victory in River Falls.
Right.
And I saw her wrestle many, many times down River Falls, and I can tell you, she made the boys her weight look silly.
Yes.
And, a lot of these matches seen here, a lot of these are, like Jeremy said, a lot of them are just out of their first go at it, but you give them a couple years and look out. And maybe for those of you remember, like 10 years ago when Macy Kilty from Stratford made it all the way to the state finals.
Right.
At 100, and I think it was 103 pounds back then, but that was impressive.
And so that's one of the components I was saying. You know, they've equalized the divisions for the men's side, and it's the same thing on the women's. The women has their own division. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one division for all women in the state, and you know, they got 4 different divisions down there now, and really fun to see, and it's getting more and more competitive every year.
Well, and as wrestling as a sport, and you want to grow your sport, you left out 50% of the population.
Right.
So you want TV revenue, and you want to be on TV and have all these networks covering you. Well, guess what? Include everybody, and good things happen. Hey, there's a nice little half. What do we got here? Oh, turned the wrong way.
Well, Ellsworth did bring a girl along.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a purple singlet out there.
And it looks like Central might get a pin here. Nice job.
So that's the other Trudell, right? I believe.
Yes, that would be Cadence, I believe.
All right, nice job. And they roll right through these matches, don't they?
Yeah.
Was it Yes, last year I was down at the national duels, the college national duels in the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa, and there's 24 mats going at once. And you could hear, 6 or 8 of the mats were the female of the colleges wrestling, and just the scream. Wrestling typically is a dull roar, I call it. You kind of get some clapping and some shouts here and there for the guys wrestling, but man, you knew when the girls were wrestling because it was loud, and there was like a college volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
Which is good for the sport.
It is.
Get them excited. Here comes a headlock. Got a cradle locked up. See if she can get the hands a little closer to the head before she tries to pull him over.
This might be the last female match. If she can get this cradle hooked up, she's just a little off. And then we'll move on to some JV matches on the guys' side. One more, maybe?
Oops, you'll reach back.
Don't reach back. Boy, and they're going
They
to see it's just a different.
Technical on one. Not sure what it was called.
But yeah. And you can see these, these girls are obviously newer to the sport, trying things out. I'm sure they're nervous as all get out. But, you got to go through everybody here in this gym has gone through that. That's wrestled before at some point. And it's good to see them taking that leap and being confident enough to get out there and see what they can do.
She's coachable. The coaches are yelling, go under the arm, put a half in.
And this is probably going to be a pin here. If she can get her chest on chest is what we need. She's got her hips high on that chest, and she really needs to sink her chest back
down to
and be chest to chest.
She might run out of time here, too, but it's going to be close. There it is.
She could post that arm, that far arm that you can't see. She really needs to post that. Well, she's got the arm wrapped around the head now.
Right there. So, all right.
All right, second period here. I don't think they changed the period. She's trying to put the half in again, but really be better to break her down. So she's, oh boy, it's a little stack there.
Good to be flexible.
Yeah.
You and I'd be going to a chiropractor tomorrow if that happened to us. There's the fall.
And we get the pin. All right, we are going to have one more female match here. And we probably have some more after the Central Prescott match. We might pick up a few more female matches. Really be good to see. All right, who do we got here? I'm guessing this is Addison.
Now wrestling 152 pounds. For Prescott, Alina Bauman. For St. Croix Central, Addison Habeck.
There we go. Addison Habeck gets a loud round of applause. And then Alina Bauman from Prescott. Central with a quick takedown. Moving right into a half Nelson. And if she can get her chest to chest here, this might be over.
That's pretty tight. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, well done.
Good.
Again, if you got our young wrestlers out there watching it yourself, she did there. She put just a basic half no, but she went slow. Take your time. Some of the kids get on top, they get so excited. They end up flopping. You roll right through. You just go flying through your opponent. And
right.
Just went nice and slow, and it just makes it actually tighter the slower you go. And collected the fall there, so well done.
All right, we're going to have some JV matches. Looks like Nussbaum out there. Brody, freshman from Central. Let's see if we can muster up an opponent for him. Looks like we got a guy from Ellsworth that is willing to rise to the challenge here. Ellsworth does have a pile of extra wrestlers, so I can't imagine that they should be able to run through several JV matches on that side.
junior varsity. From Ellsworth, Max Revolta. St. Croix Central, Brody Nussbaum.
Oh, Brody's in on a nice single here if he can finish.
Bringing his hips in. He's learning right away that high school wrestling is hard. Brody, just a freshman, had an outstanding middle school career. Just a great athlete all around, that football, basketball, you name it, he did it all. And wrestling, of course. So this is our opportunity to give a shout out to his older brother Noah in the UW River Falls.
Yeah, the football
Falcons.
team is well, they got their second playoff game at home against St. John's, and they coming up this weekend. 2
teams, both 11-1.
Yeah.
I heard tickets are nearly, at least the bleachers are sold out. You're going to be standing, I think, so get on down. There's going to be a little chilly. Going to be 15 degrees, but get out, cheer on Brody's older brother Noah and our local UW River Falls Falcons. I haven't followed the MEAC closely this year, but they're playing St. John's, and St. John's went 11-1, and Brody with a little head throw there, we'll call it,
right
double
to his
arm bar.
back. Oh, he lets him off.
But he got 4, so he picked up 7 points just like that. And a couple other things going on at the college level this week. Last night, Teague Holzer, wrestling for UW La Crosse, picked up a win against UW Platteville. This weekend, Devin Wasley graduated about 4 years ago. He wrestles for North Dakota State. They're wrestling the Minnesota Gophers at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So Devin, who started with the Gophers, moved up to North Dakota State, is back in town. It is a high school team day, so 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon at the Pavilion, I mean. Come on out, watch local Devin Wasley.
Yeah, there will be a lot of folks going from this gym to go watch that. Obviously, the Wasley's been a big part of the St. Croix Central program here for the last 10 years or more.
They collected a few medals.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot by Brody. If we can just finish this, there it is. Just got to come up and finish. So a 3-1 exchange there. So it's now 10-1 match score. Like to see the aggression out of freshmen, right? You're not gun shy. You're, like I said, you're out in front of a crowd like this, single for the first time. He just keeps going.
Yeah, you're here to learn. Get some experience. And he should be calling him off. Once that foot hits the gym floor, you're out of bounds. Even though, technically, if we had another mat there, they would have still been in bounds.
Wrestling, yeah, because Brody still was in bounds. Yep. So 58 seconds to go, second period.
Another double.
Brody's got this one figured out now. Revolka's got to kind of keep his feet a little too close together on his feet. And I think the coaches are they're letting him ride him out.
Yeah, they want him to try to work for a fall. Get some. He's figured out that double on his feet. Now they want to see if he can get some. Get something working here on top. Trying to dig an arm out there. Get a stalling call on Ellsworth.
So impressive ride there. That's a good 1-minute ride there after the third takedown. Green's going to choose, Brody's going to choose neutral. 13-1 match score. If he scores a takedown here, it'll be over with a technical fall.
He's in on a single, came up with it. I'd like him to keep coming up with it. There you go. That's what I want. Trip and you'll be there. Oh, he lost his balance. I don't know if we're going to have any more JV matches here before.
See, I don't see anybody warming up, do you?
It's kind of tough. We've got a pile of wrestlers in the gym today.
Yep. Good to see.
There are some wrestlers.
There, Brody came out on top there. That'll finish.
Yep, that'll end it.
Good job.
Yep, we've got another one coming on. This is Ian Bronson. So Brody with a great job there. Brody Nussbaum takes the win on a technical fall. Third period. And let's see if we got Ian Bronson for St. Croix Central here. And who are they going to find to give him a go? Ellsworth is marching someone out. I'm going to guess. Well, I'm not going to guess.
There's too many to choose from.
Yeah.
Now wrestling at 150 pounds for Ellsworth, John Sopioni. For St. Croix Central, Ian Bronson.
Stropioni, is that junior?
Yeah, that is correct. From Ellsworth, a junior, and Ian Bronson, a sophomore. Ian's been working hard, and it's been, just good to see his progression here. Brings a different style, definitely more of an unorthodox style, but he's going to come hard at you. Very flexible. Did a good job for us last year at the sectional. We trotted him out there, and just to do his best to reduce team points. All right, just hand fighting. Ian tries a shot there, but no penetration. Did change levels, but really couldn't penetrate into that shot. Oops. And we got stalling red. Prescott, or Ellsworth. Well, Ian is being the aggressor here, pushing him around. I'd like him to see, I'd like him to try and attack the legs here.
Yep.
See if we can get a score.
Like I said, get an angle, turn the corner. Straight on kind of gets you a lot of this.
Well, in freestyle, you can push guys off and win the match pretty easily, but that's not, it's not the case here in folk style. All right, Ellsworth chooses down.
Trying for a cradle. There you got, no, lost it.
Well, Ian was able to trap an arm there. And now he looks like he's going for either a cradle. Yep, he's going to try that cradle. He's got a good crossface in, and he should be able to turn him here and get some points. And with a minute and a half left, he potentially could get a pin out of this if he can get a good knee in the
Good
side.
form.
Nice. That was good.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Two key things there. He locked his hands close to the head. You want to get as close to the head as possible. And then he just took his time, slid his hips out, put his underneath knee in, the guy's side, pushed his opponent's hips out, and the shoulder goes to the mat.
We're going to get at least one more JV match. We got Cohen Wester here, who's another sophomore for St. Croix Central. And he has an Ellsworth opponent.
109 pounds, Gage Moyer of Ellsworth and St. Croix Central's Cohen Wester.
Is it Moyer? Is that the name I heard?
I
think it's
it
what I
might
heard.
be.
We're going to go with that. Apologize if it's not. But Cohen's in on a quick shot and a roll through, and Ellsworth comes out on top for the first takedown. Looks like Cohen going to get to escape, so 3-1 quickly here in the first period. I have a hunch this one's ending in a fall, one way or the other. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think it's a pretty safe bet.
Well, Cohen got in on a good double there after a quick escape. Let's see if he can work something from top and get a turn. You'll need to break him down. He does have a wrist trapped. Trying to sit out on bottom, and Cohen sucked him back and caught him. And this might be trouble for Ellsworth. Cohen with the pin. So nice job from Cohen Wester there. All right, who do we got coming out now? We got a JV match. As this looks like Jacob Koss, I'm guessing, from St. Croix Central. Had a good year last year.
Yeah, great year for us.
Actually came out of the year as a ranked at heavyweight in the state.
Yeah, made it to sectionals for us. Yeah,
Yep.
That was impressive. But fortunately, we're kind of stacked up in the upper weights, so.
Now wrestling at 285 pounds. For Ellsworth, Jaden Delahunt. For St. Croix Central, Jacob Koss.
All right, Delahunt, a junior, and Koss, another sophomore. So it's nice that, in the wrestling room now we've got enough depth that we're getting some good wrestle-offs, and so there's a lot of competition.
Iron sharpens iron. Oop, we got a headlock here. Oop, he's coming out. Koss comes out on top.
Koss looks like he put on a little bit more size, which is good to see. Last year was a little undersized. He's going to go right to a half Nelson and probably end this one quickly. He might need to let go of that other arm just so he can turn him. I think he did. There you go.
Say he needs Holbeck coaching him here. Habak. That's pretty tight.
I think that's probably going to end it. There you go. Good job from Koss. All right. I think that is going to do it for our JV matches. No, we got another one?
We got Ellsworth.
Oh, we got Ellsworth and a Prescott.
Now wrestling JV 138 pounds. For Ellsworth, Bentley Bauer. Shia Parmeter.
Apologize, I didn't catch the names. We've got Ellsworth wrestling Prescott here in a JV match.
All right, no score in this match yet. Guys are scrambling for position.
We'll take this opportunity to thank our St. Croix Central athletic sponsors. We got Marco Septic, Citizen State Bank, Hudson Physicians, Bird Plumbing, Premium Waters Inc., Baldwin Lightstream, B&B Insurance Services, Burnix Pepsi, Whitecap Financial Advisors, TD&I Cable Maintenance, Courtesy Corporation McDonald's, J.A. Counter, Pheasant Hills, Williams and Seiler Attorneys at Law, Russ Davis Wholesale, and their Crazy Fresh brand. Thank you to our sponsors.
All right, Ellsworth with a takedown. Working on top, and that's going to end the first period here. Yeah, like we said, I think there was 4 forfeits in the Ellsworth-Prescott match duel, and St. Croix Central will have a full team, and we're going to end up with, I'm sure, another 4 forfeits from Prescott there. I'm thinking we'll start at 113 if we move up. We were at 106 the last time. That's what we were doing last year. If I'm not mistaken, we'd move up a weight and start there. Well, just really want to reiterate the great crowd we got here. Compared to what we were looking at, even with competitive teams in the recent years, it's just nice to see the stands full. All right, so no position change here. It's been a minute, second period. Still 3-0 in favor of Ellsworth. And they're going to call stalling on Prescott, I believe. I lose track of who's red and green. We keep switching teams.
In the duel, Ellsworth was green, but
locked hands. They get another point, so it'll be 4-0. And Ellsworth is still green.
yeah, just figured that out.
Well, we got an escape. 5-0. 30 seconds left, second period.
So we'll head into the third period here. Ellsworth versus Prescott in a JV match. Next up, varsity will be St. Croix Central versus Prescott. Got about 40 seconds to go here in this JV match between Ellsworth and Prescott. And that should do it. Ellsworth won the match 6-0. Well, I guess we got another match coming up here for JV. This will be just a JV match. I'll try and catch the names for you here. Be Prescott versus Ellsworth. All right, more JV action. Eli Stockwell from a freshman for Ellsworth. Carter Storley, also a freshman for Prescott. Stockwell out with a quick takedown. Stockwell trying to work a half Nelson, see if he can. Looks like he's got pretty good position, pretty tight. There's the fall. Looks like they're going to start another JV match here between Ellsworth and Prescott.
At 190 pounds for Prescott, Rowan Bauman. For Ellsworth, Mateo Holston.
Poston out quick with the takedown, but trying to collect some near fall here. Poston for Ellsworth, a sophomore. Bauman for Prescott, a junior. And he gets the quick fall 40 seconds into the first period.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to acknowledge our Parents' Night.
So that concludes the JV matches and girls matches. Next will be varsity matches, St. Croix Central versus Prescott. I'm going to tune out here for a couple seconds and we'll be back in a couple.
between St. Croix Central and Prescott.
Welcome back here to St. Croix Central High School, Thomas Semp Gymnasium. Dennis Malchuk alongside Jeremy Canosby. Varsity wrestling action, first home match of the year for our Panthers. We have St. Croix Central taking on Prescott, which will be followed up by St. Croix Central wrestling Ellsworth. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight and watched all the Ellsworth matches. Ellsworth, there's a Prescott match and the female matches, and then the boys JV matches. So a lot of wrestling going on in our gym tonight. Still got two big duels here. Jeremy, let's be honest here. If Central's ranked, like I said, in the top 10, got a solid lineup. This is probably a solid, most balanced lineup I've seen in a long time. What are you expecting out of this first duel here tonight with Prescott?
They're going to bring a lot of firepower here to this this duel, and Ellsworth I think is going to have a couple of competitive matches, but you're going to see a lot different story than what you did with the Ellsworth-Prescott match. Excited to see these guys out on the mat doing what I know they can do.
Yeah, like I said, it's good to see. We got a lot of kids wrestling year-round, keeping that. Like we talked about earlier in the early duel tonight, we got a lot of great clubs in our area, mostly Victory, I guess, is probably the most dominant one down River Falls, and our kids are taking advantage of that, and we're just seeing it. Just number one, the numbers you see. The room's full, which is great to see. Been that way for about 15 years now. It's great to see. And then just the skill level. These kids are now starting to wrestle at the state and national level. They're not just wrestling local tournaments and conference type competition. These kids are taking on everybody. So we're going to get going here. I believe we're starting at 113.
Yeah, and I think we're going to pick up a forfeit at 113. Which I think Connor Becker is going to take the forfeit here, although I believe he could wrestle 106. He was wrestling 106 in the preseason a little bit here. But it's nice to have options, right?
Yeah, we got, like I said, solid wrestlers at multiple weights here.
And there you go. We're going to get forfeits, so Central goes up 6-0.
At 113 pounds, St. Croix Central's Connor Becker received a forfeit.
All right, moving on to 120. At 120, we got Aiden Alsop from Prescott. And
he's taking. We forfeited?
Oh, we are going to forfeit. 120.
Normally be Trenton Holzer at that weight.
Pounds, Prescott's Aiden Alsop receives a forfeit.
Making our job easier, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So at 126, I believe Prescott is a forfeit, I believe.
Yeah, 126. They don't. I don't know if they have anybody there. So, like I said, it's going to be pretty quick.
At 126 pounds, St. Croix Central's Austin Bolts receives a forfeit.
Yep, Austin Bolts. .132, we're going to have a match. We've got a couple of folks there, and hopefully we get one at 138 as well.
Is that Showers coming up?
Yeah, this would be Jack Shower at 132. Wrestling against, I think, Gunnar Doyle, who's a freshman, won in the last match against Ellsworth. I predict we'll see a cradle.
At 132 pounds for Prescott, Trevor Lansing. For St. Croix Central, Jack Shower.
All right, so we'll get going here at 132. Jack Shower for St. Croix Central right away on a shot. I guess Jack had a great fall. He podiumed at the state cross-country meet. So congratulations, Jack, on that. And I would say early in the season, it's got to help your conditioning, right? If you can sprint 3.2 miles in whatever they do at 15 minutes, I can't even drive that fast, let alone run it. But he's got a quick takedown. He gave him the intentional escape. Looks like he's in on another shot here. kind of what we saw out of Jack last year. Just he's a buzzsaw, and he's going to just keep going, and this is what we love to see. Shower in on another single. Cuts between the legs, quick takedown, 3 points, 6-1 early lead here. And making Jeremy the greatest announcer ever is got the cradle, got it tight, there's the fall. So
a nice job from Jack.
Yep.
All right, moving on to 138. Got Lane Haig from St. Croix Central. And this must be our Gunnar Doyle, I'm guessing. Lane, a sophomore for St. Croix Central, did a really nice job at the sectional, team sectional last year.
For Prescott, Gunnar Doyle. For St. Croix Central, Lane Haig.
So solid wrestler, but been wrestling a lot in the summer, off season.
Doyle in on a quick shot, but Haig did a nice little counter here. See if we can finish this front headlock position. Moved his feet, just keep moving your feet.
Thought I was going to see a headlock
I
there.
did too. I was like, kind of hoping I'd saw it. Good single by Haig. See if we can get some elevation, get some backwards motion. There's the takedown. Good job by Haig. So take a quick 3-0 lead 1 minute into the first period.
All right,
Good
get
to
a
see.
fresh start, see if we can score. We got 42 seconds left.
Centros, he's got another, just a solid schedule. It's going to come fast with the late Thanksgiving. It kind of pushes everything, condenses December. You're going to wrestle, see a lot of matches here, and of course, accumulating the end of the month at the Northern Badger. But in between there, I think we're in the Twin Cities.
Yeah,
then,
Lakeville
Lacrosse,
this weekend.
And then Lacrosse, and then, yeah.
And then 2 again next week, Friday and Saturday.
So again, the coaches, I think, over time, they're trying to emulate that state tournament, right? You got to learn how to wrestle 2-3 days in a row and at a high level, and let alone not just make weight, but wrestle at a high level, and that's what they're doing, getting the kids ready for that.
All right, we're going to finish out this first period 3-0. Haig chooses down.
Fight out of a cradle there. It's kind of close. Uh-oh. Did he sneak out of that? He snuck out of that. Woo. Actually had some good motion on the bottom. Put a couple moves together, but just put his head to his knee, and then he did it again here. And we'll see if he can fight the hands off. So we'll get another fresh start here. Got a little coaching from the sidelines here. So match scores 3-0, 30 seconds into the second period. Haig to his feet right away, got a little hand control, see if he can sprawl out of this and get some points.
Well, he's going heavy on the head here. Usually pretty solid in this position. Yeah, he's got around him. He's in a reversal.
Tried a suicide cradle there. Don't want to be hitting that this early. Oh, we're going to do it again. All right.
Ill-advised
Yeah.
suicide cradle. Picked up 3 back points, it looks like.
I think I heard all 5 coaches on the sideline yell no, simultaneously.
Yeah.
There it was a. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, we've had a couple of wrestlers get pinned trying that move.
That's a good tilt. Did the old boys Phil tilt, I call that.
Cross wrist tilt.
Yep.
Moves it up to 8-0, I believe.
Got his arm bar. Going to collect some near fall points here. At
Might
least
fail.
4. There's
a
a fall.
nice pin.
All right, so Lane Haig picks up the pin for St. Croix Central's and 16 points. That'll make it 18-6 in favor of Central.
Yeah, and then we got Vinny Sint coming up here at 144. Really just not any holes on the St. Croix Central roster. Pretty solid wrestlers all the way through. And I think we're going to have Braden Sanford from Prescott, who is a junior. Sint, a sophomore.
Now wrestling at 144 pounds. From Prescott, Braden Sanford.
Nice quick
St. Croix
single.
Central, Vinny Sint.
Vint right away in on single and scoring points. 5 seconds into the match, he's up 3-0, and he's already looking to turn.
Another tilt, a little cross wrist tilt there. Didn't get any swipes from the ref. He's got a nice deep half in. This might end it.
That's pretty tight. He's using his leverage very well here.
Oh, he let him slip out.
So to get the 4 near falls, so he should be up 7-0.
He's got another cross wrist tilt in. This one looks like he's got a pretty good handle.
Two more.
That's
so
going to be
not-
9-0. You got to get 2 swipes in order to start collecting back points. So he's had a couple of opportunities there where he's only gotten 1 swipe. Just need those hips a little bit tighter when he turns that over. He's kind of got an awkward hold here.
And he gave him a gift there. He handed him his wrist, and
Yeah.
Sint said, "Thank you very much." And
Got a stalling call on Prescott on the bottom. And Sint is about to hook up a cradle here. 13
got
seconds
10
left.
Yeah, should be able to get 4 if he doesn't get the fall here. It's pretty.
Ooh, that was awfully close.
He got all 4. All right, so he'll lead 13-0 at the end of the first period. He's going to choose top.
I think coach wants him to work on a little bit of technique here from the top.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets some good drive right off the whistle. He does. Is he on his toes and driving, just making yourself really heavy to that opponent underneath, and he's just doing everything right at this moment. And then, you know, you're long, use it, right? Cradle. And
Nope, couldn't quite get it. Oh, he did. Looked like he was backing off of that, and that will end the match.
So that'll be a technical fall. He'll pick up 2 more near fall, make it 15-0 match score. That'll, for those who don't know what a technical fall is, it's kind of a mercy rule. Once you're ahead by 15 points, they just stop the match and award you 5 team points.
I think Prescott is going to send out a 150-pounder here. They did in the last duel with Brody West. And at 150, we've got Caden Cochran. for the St. Croix Central Panthers. So Caden, very little freshman experience on the varsity roster last year, and looking a lot better this year. So excited to see what he's got coming into a full season.
Now wrestling at 150 pounds. For Prescott, Broderick West. For St. Croix Central, Caden Corcoran.
And West, a sophomore as well.
Corcoran got a lot of matches on behind the scenes last year.
He
in
did.
JV, and then in the off season. So he was basically a nice job. He just pulled his head down and ran his feet around him, right?
Well, he's got the ball and chain in there. And he should be able to tilt this at least.
He's got it locked up, and I just like that he's on his toes, right? You're just adding another 100 pounds of weight to your opponent. And I guarantee the bottom guy's going nowhere.
Yeah, he's still got the wrist between the legs.
Oops, and he reached back. He gave him
Yeah.
a gift. This could be
And
over.
that
This
might
could
be
be
the
over.
end.
Oops, he slipped it out. All right, so he got a little scramble there and picked up 4 more. So he's up 7-0. Gonna hit a tilt here. He's
I would
gonna
think
roll
so.
through, yep. And get that. Beautiful.
And the ref didn't give him any back points there. He just wasn't consistent holding him on his back.
See if he has some good mat awareness here. See if he'll stay in bounds.
We got 15 seconds left.
Yep.
Putting on a good ride.
Oops, he never went out of bounds.
No.
That's calling it the old way.
Looked like he was gonna, but he didn't.
I'll speak from experience. When you ref, it's so hard to change. You do something for so many years that we'll cut Gail some slack here. This sort of sectional finals, we'd be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Brought his hips in, beautiful mat return.
Really good at collecting wrists. All right, it's a nice first period for Caden.
So Prescott's going to defer, be Caden's choice. He's going to choose and stay on top.
I think coaches want to see if he can work for a pin here. Might not need it in this duel, but there are plenty of them coming up this year where you're going to need that extra team points.
And like Saturday too, you get in those tournaments, you could wrestle 5 times in one day. You got to save your energy a little bit, you know. If you
Right.
pin a guy, pin him, don't.
If he can get out and run that to the head,
Yeah,
he's
he's
going to.
got the far wrist, so I think he's going to be okay.
No, he lost them both.
Give Wes some credit. He's got a little fight in him, you know.
Yep.
He's been kind of getting beat up here. He's been down, had his head on the mat the whole period almost. And shouldn't be reaching back. We don't like to see that, but if you're going to give it to us, we'll take it.
All right, 52 seconds. They're going to do a restart here. Still a second period. No score this period.
Oops. 'Cause 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 Boy, if we got any young wrestlers out there watching, rewind that and watch that again. That was just absolutely textbook. Your opponent gets to her feet. You want to keep your hips in tight, and it helps with the mat return. Makes it softer so the referee doesn't hear a slam or anything. He just did everything right on that little mat return.
Caught him in a chin drop here.
We're down to 20 seconds to go, second period. So he's going to get 4 here. It's going to be match score. It's going to be 11-0. He might, if he gets another one here, it could be. So we'll end the second period with a match score 11-0. Corcoran's dominating right now.
Well, we'll see what we can do on the bottom here.
So Prescott chose top, I believe.
Yes,
what I
sir.
saw there, yeah.
That is what happened. If Caden gets an escape and a takedown, that would be enough to get a tech fall.
Great job of getting to his feet, creating some motion, facing, going to finish right here. Go right to his
Give him a
back.
reversal and to the back.
So this match is going to end in a tech fall or a pin. It's match score 13-0. Near fall is going to make it. It's over. There's the fall. It's a good job at Caden Corcoran. Good first varsity match for the season.
All right, then we'll move up to 157. I don't believe that Prescott has a wrestler at 157, so I think Central might collect a forfeit here. We'll see what happens.
So Everett Knospe looks like he's going to grab the forfeit. Nope. Coach signals nobody. So Everett's now undefeated to start the season.
At 157 pounds, St. Croix Central's Everett Knospe receives a forfeit.
60. Should be Meyer, right?
Yes, we're going to have Luke Meyer from Prescott, a senior, going up against Jake Swenson. Sophomore. Moved up a couple of weight classes this year.
Yeah, I see that. He's up 3, right? Wasn't he a 44 last year?
I think he was actually a 38.
Was he?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, yeah.
Now wrestling
Yeah,
at
looking,
165
trying to catch his brother.
pounds for Prescott, Luke Meyer. For St. Croix Central, Jake
Those of you that tuned in last year know that Jake gave Jeremy and I probably 13 heart attacks during the season. Every match was 23-19, it seemed like. Entertaining, but whew.
Yeah, I'm expecting him a pretty solid sophomore season here. Looks like he's moving into a Russian. 2-on-1. Guessing he sees plenty of that wrestling. Everett.
Got stalk all even.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
He's pulling the headgear. Oops, he didn't call it. It's a good shot to see if he can turn the corner. Straight on. Uh-oh, he's in.
Jake does like the Greco, so it's probably not the guy you want to be tying up with upper body. I'm guessing that guy is backing up in a pretty consistent pace.
See if he doesn't get. There we go. Beautiful takedown. Just
Right into a half Nelson. Oof, he had that in pretty good. He would have kept his hips on the ground. I think that would have made a difference.
So 30 seconds to go, first period. Jake Swenson's just up 3-0 right now. We're at 165 pounds.
He's got the cross wrist in there pretty deep. He should be able to work a tilt here. There you go.
Gonna collect all 4 here.
Well, they only gave him 3.
Oh, wait. Apparently we count faster. So.
I'm not sure blood. I think we got a blood time. We got a bleeder. It's Swenson, I think.
While we got this little timeout, we'll just take a chance here to take the opportunity here to thank our sponsors. We got Marco Septic, Citizen State Bank, Hudson Physician, Bird Plumbing, Premium Waters Inc., Baldwin Lightstream, B&B Insurance, Burnix Pepsi, Whitecap Financial Advisors, TD&I Cable Maintenance, Courtesy Corporation, McDonald's, Pheasant Hills, J.A. Counter, Williamson and Seiler, Russ Davis Wholesale, and their Crazy Fresh brand. Thank you for sponsoring St. Croix Central Athletics.
All right, we got 5 seconds. We'll finish out this first period and see where we go after that. See if Jake tries to score here with 5 seconds, or if he resets for the next period.
Yeah, I was a little confused there. They're on their feet. I'm wondering what's going on here.
Yeah.
But okay, they figured it out. Gary Larson to the rescue.
And Central's going down.
Good motion by Swenson. Got some great hand control here. Let's see if he can pop his hips out. So Prescott's going to get called for stalling. The reason for that is if you're starting the parterre position when your opponent stands up, you have 5 seconds to return them to the mat, or at least make an effort to return them. And the mayor made basically no effort in the there's heart attack number 1.
Yeah.
All right,
It looks familiar.
Let's keep track of these. Okay, so anyway, the Prescott wrestler was called for stalling because he didn't make an effort to return Swenson to the mat. And then amongst all that scramble, Jake got caught in a double overhook and momentarily had his back exposed, but worked out of it. And Jeremy and I have now both caught our breath and we're ready to go again. So.
They got a takedown out of that, so we'll see if we can get 4 more back points here. End
Looks
this
like
match, or a pin. Oh, he's motioning for blood. Prescott wrestler would like a stoppage.
Well, you can go to your back. That's one way to stop it.
Yeah. Nope.
He's bleeding now.
His nose
I thought
got-
he was pointing at Jake. I didn't know
No.
he was pointing. Well, we are on match number 9 of 14 in this first duel for St. Croix Central, and so far it's everything we expected.
I think so. Just a lot of consistent wrestling. Central's got some really seasoned guys in just about every weight class here,
SCC would like
in
to
every
thank
weight
our
class.
sponsors, Marco Septic, Citizen State Bank, Hudson Physicians, Bird Plumbing, your complete outdoor plumbing company, Premium Waters Incorporated. Thank you so much for your sponsorship.
All right, we got a little bit just cleaning up the rest of the blood, and we'll get this rolling again.
Let's give a shout out to our girls cross country team this fall, sectional champions, top 11th state, top 15, somewhere in there. Great job. Of course, we mentioned Jack Schauer on the boys' side. He podiumed, took 6th place overall with a great run that day. I see they got the banner already updated, so we're good to go here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great to see. Jake's got
He's got good position
hips,
on here with
yeah.
that leg.
Yeah.
Not able to capitalize, but he moved it right in. Hopefully he can move into a cradle here. Nope.
Got about 15 seconds. He's going to have to go quick here if he's going to end at this period.
Oh, pretty good, really. Started on bottom, got 4 points that period.
All right, so we'll start the third, end of the second period. 11-0, Jake's up. So they're going to start neutral. Swenson in on a single leg shot.
Want to bring that up as high as you can to finish. Oh, he cracked it down. If he can get his head popped out before they stop it for blood, we should get a.
Let's give it a guy. So 3 takedown. He leads 14-0. They got a little blood timeout here.
Well, we'll see what the strategy is, if coach wants him to keep him down or let him up and get another takedown.
So I see we've added quite a few listeners here. We're up to 124 now. If you just tuned in, there's triple duel here tonight at St. Croix Central High School, Thomas Gymnasium. It's St. Croix Central, Ellsworth, and Prescott. In our opening duel, Ellsworth defeated Prescott 51-13. We're in duel number 2 right now. This is St. Croix Central versus Prescott. Central in the match number 9, we're up 41-6 on a team score. Individual match here, Jake Swenson for Central leading 14-0 with got a blood timeout here in the third period. And then once this duel is over, we will jump to St. Croix Central versus Ellsworth for tonight's finale. Great night of wrestling here at St. Croix Central.
Yeah, Central giving up a 6-point team score for a forfeit. At 120 it was, but I don't expect that to happen for the Ellsworth match.
Yep.
Now, Jake had a bundle there and then switched
cradle.
it right off to a cradle. That was well done. Keep that back and try and get a pin here is what we're looking for.
Nice flow. So the match is going to be over. Technical fall 17-0 or 18 for 18-0. It doesn't matter.
Nice job from Jake. We're going to move up to 175 where Central's got Leo McKenna, a junior. And I think we're going to see Caden Riley, a senior from Prescott.
Nope. Forfeit.
And we got a forfeit.
At 175 pounds, St. Croix Central's Leo McKenna receives a forfeit.
So that'll take us up to 190 pounds. Leo's grown up too. He
has.
He was 57 last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. 20 more pounds.
Yeah, we're pretty stacked on those upper weights. Starting wherever you want there, and you get up to the 150s and up. All right, here we got Jaden Stave.
190 pounds for Prescott, Quentin Holt. For St. Croix Central, Jaden Stave.
Holt, a senior for Prescott. Stave, a sophomore for St. Croix Central. Stave with a quick takedown. He had one of the more impressive freshman campaigns at the upper weights I've seen in a long time around here.
Yeah, he had a really solid year last year as a freshman. Looking for a quick pin here.
I know he got a lot of mat time in the offseason, so expect big things. You ain't see much of him here, but we'll expect good things out of Jaden this year. So that'll take us up to 215 pounds.
And we'll see who we trot out here. I think they're going to... A little surprised that they don't forfeit this match, to be honest with you. Brock able to wrestle both 215 and heavyweight. And I predict another cradle.
I love it.
So Brock, a senior here, podium last year at the state tournament. One of the two seniors we got wrestling this year.
Pounds for Prescott, Caden Riley. For St. Croix Central, Brock Swenson.
Riley, also a senior for Prescott. Swenson in on a quick shot. gets the early takedown. Was out of bounds. Oops. Brock's going to get the caution there, but to be fair, the ref started moving.
Yeah.
It's getting long. They're getting tired too.
Oh, he got caught in an armbar, a double armbar. This
My favorite move.
Could be the end.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. He's doing it on the second again. That's a fault.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, things we expect out of Brock, right? Quick
Right.
takedown, just total control of the match. Nice and slow on the turn there. Gonna be a fun year watching him.
And we got Giovanni Stork wrestling at heavyweight tonight, and he is going to collect a forfeit.
So we started at 113 pounds, so actually our last match tonight after this forfeit will be at 106, and then that'll be the end of the duel. Then we'll head to the Ellsworth versus St. Croix Central.
St. Croix Central's Giovanni Stark receives a forfeit.
So for Central now, we should have Ryan Shower.
Yeah, we got Ryan
freshman.
Shower, freshman, first ever match, high school match, which is great.
And he's got his hands full.
Yeah, these two have wrestled quite a few times. I'd definitely say Farron is the favorite in this one, but you should put up a really good match.
So Farron has a cradle lock. Should be close to a takedown here. That should be it.
I would
There
call
it
that a takedown already, yeah.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll conclude the duel. St. Croix Central is going to win at 69-12. Actually, we're looking forward to that last match going a little long, guys. That's going to be a good scrap.
Second round.
All right, we're going to shake hands here, and then I don't know if we're going to have looks like we're going to have a couple of JV or girls matches prior to our Ellsworth Central duel.
St. Croix Central.
So that was 69-12.
We do have one girls match.
One girls match, it sounds like, and then we'll move on to Ellsworth.
Thank you for everybody tuning in. Full night of wrestling here at St. Croix Central.
St. Croix Central Wrestling Club that we appreciate. Thank you always for your support, and we hope that all of you will support them because they never fail to support us. It's All City Elevators, Andrew Newman for Thrivent, Ani Well Incorporated, Ballard Enterprises, Touching Hearts at Home, Bases Loaded, Bird Plumbing, Bobtown Brew House, Carboni's Pizzeria, Helpers and Concrete Solutions, J. Haas, Loopy and Ford, Parkside Restaurant and Bar, Peak View Corbin Class.
So we got one girls match here. It'll be Prescott versus Ellsworth. We're going to just sign off the volume here, and we'll be back in a couple minutes when the Central and Ellsworth go at. Welcome back to St. Croix Central High School, Thomas Semp Gymnasium. Dennis Malachek alongside Jeremy Knospe. Tonight's our final duel tonight. We have Ellsworth versus St. Croix Central, Panthers versus Panthers. And Jeremy, we got a tale of two stories here. The last St. Croix Central's won the last 2 years. Up till then, it was 1973 to 2023. Ellsworth owned them for 50 straight years. Incredible. Granted, we didn't wrestle every single year, but Central's won the last 2, so we'll head it in tonight. And I think we just got a barn burner coming here. We got 2 great opponents going at it, and looking forward to an exciting match. What do you see?
Yeah, I think it should be really good. Obviously, Ellsworth is coming in with plenty of numbers. We're going to have a match. There won't be any forfeits and at each weight. And so looking forward to seeing what the Central team can do here.
We should get started at 120 pounds. If the last couple of years history shows us anything, this one's unpredictable. You think there's been upsets galore in this match in the last 3-4 years I've been watching this. And let's just, for tonight, I don't know why it'd be any different. I mean, we got a full moon outside. What more could be better, huh?
Yeah, you never count them out. That's for sure. It looks like Trenton Holzer forfeited the last duel, but he has got his headgear on and ready to go.
So we started the first duel tonight, Ellsworth at 106 pounds. Then we went to 113 last. So this duel will start at 120 pounds. We're going to, as soon as they get lined up here, we're going to have Trenton Holzer. Trenton, state runner-up last year for us, just had a great season. Shook off a little football injury, had a little hand injury, took surgery, and it looks like he's good to go for the wrestling season. So we're looking forward to this. Should be another fun one for him.
Yep, they're trotting him out there. And then at 120 in the Prescott duel, we had Edison Langer from Ellsworth. We'll see if they have the same lineup here for Central. I'm sure they're going to move some parts around, try and collect as many points as they can. All right, Trenton starts out really quick with that high underhook throw by, right into a cradle. Let's see if he can flop this over.
Holzer, a senior for St. Croix Central, 4-year starter on varsity, and Langer, a sophomore for Ellsworth. So quick takedown, escape, and then another takedown for Holzer. He's got a quick 6-1 lead here. We're just 29 seconds into the first period, and he's right to the tilt.
Yeah, he's got a ball and chain. Boy, it looked like he'd get a pin off of that. I think if he collects the head, he will.
Referee's holding 4. He's going to just stack the other way, I think. There it is. So now he's got it pretty tight. Should wrap it up. There it is. So Holzer with the fall.
All right, we're going to be moving on. That's nice to see Trenton out there healthy, back on the mat. All right, Austin Volts, we didn't get to see him wrestle in the last duel. He collected a forfeit, but I'm guessing we're going to see him right here at 126 pounds. Austin had a great year last year. Wrestled 106 and 113 for us. As a freshman, coming in, this is his sophomore year.
Yeah, especially late in the season when we needed him, right? When we were battling some weight and injury issues. And
now wrestling at 126 pounds. For Ellsworth, Aiden Jennings. For St. Croix Central, Austin Volts.
So just like Trenton, you're going to see a lot of points, a lot of activity.
Our program doesn't list what grade Jennings is, but we said Volts is a sophomore. And quick takedown for Austin.
It looks like he's going to try and ride him and score from the top position. The quick takedown, you always wonder if the coach asks him to let him back up.
Yep. Trying to set that tilt up again. He had it.
It's about as much danger as you see out of that tilt because, I mean, it looks crazy, but there's a lot of control there if you have that cross wrist. Yeah,
they can't do anything, right? So I think what you see too, the kids they're taking it sideways, right? You got to get a little forward pressure. You got to break them down once they, because what do they do? You go forward pressure, they push back, and then the minute they push back, you pop them over. Just action reaction. But you get a little excited this time of year. They'll have it hammered down by February.
If you flip them and elevate the hip there. No, we lost that. Got 40 seconds left.
Putting on a nice ride, just staying under the arms there, staying on his toes, keeping him getting heavy. That'll wear on him, come second period. That'll pay dividends.
Yeah, and Austin's going to keep the pressure on. He's his scores and flurries. All right, 13 seconds left. We're obviously going to try and ride him out and see if we can't get a tilt in. A lot of pressure on top, which is nice to see.
Impressive period, Scored quickly, put on a great ride. Bulls will get his choice. He's going to go neutral again. That's when your throw should happen.
Yeah. Well, he slipped down to a single very nicely there.
Look at him turn the corner. We're talking all night long about turning the corner. What's he do? Turns the corner and scores his points.
Yep.
Great to see.
Yeah, Ellsworth tried to put in a whizzer there, just didn't have the opportunity. Right into a cross wrist ride. Actually, he's going to end up going off if he moves his foot there.
Should have 3, I think. He gave all 4. Okay. Nope. 3. No, what did he give him?
And he's going to try a bundle.
Gave him 4.
He's got to unhook the leg here in order to make this work. There he goes.
And again, same thing as we talked about with the arm bars here. Just go nice and slow. You take your time. What he's doing here, he's scoring his points, got it tight. He might even get the fall here. This could happen. And then it comes back to that first period ride. He wore him out, and now you're on your back, and you just don't have the energy. There it is. Textbook match.
Nice match.
Well
from Austin.
done. So that'll take our team score to 12-0 already after 2 matches. We'll jump up to 132 pounds.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier here with Jack Schauer coming out at 132 for Ellsworth. They're going to have their hands full like we expected. It's the little Schauer brother there giving us a wave.
Right. Should weigh him in. We'll take him. All right.
And I think this is Bryson Strike, maybe, from Ellsworth. We'll see what Gene Johnson tells us.
Right.
Now wrestling at 132 pounds for Ellsworth, Bryson Strike. For Sacred Central, Jack Schauer.
So Strike, a junior for Ellsworth.
And Schauer, a junior as well.
Schauer seems like he just wrestled 6-7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What were we just calling?
Tried a quick low single right off the whistle again. Didn't quite get it, but
nice reshot. And the Jeremy,
no, back to the cradle. He's going to try it. It's not done yet.
See how he's walking that knee forward? That's beautiful. And then he locked his hands near the head. And then take him on over. Here comes the points.
He's got really a fantastic cradle.
Look at that. And just like that, Central leads 18-0 in the team score. 3 quick falls for St. Croix Central. Good job there, Jack. Parents' night, wave to mom and dad, right?
Yep, there you go. You got the memo.
Got them. All right, that takes us to 138 pounds. Lane Haig. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Jack.
Yeah, that's going to be Lane Haig coming out at 138.
Now wrestling at 138 pounds. For Ellsworth, Brody Flynn. For St. Croix Central, Lane Haig.
Brody Flynn at 138 pounds for Ellsworth, a freshman. Haig just a sophomore also, so two young guns going at it here.
Ellsworth in on a single. Lane doing
Lane
a pretty good
yeah,
job and got the
stopped his momentum with the ankle grab there, and he got really heavy there and just kept his feet moving, got around. Now he's got an arm bar. If he can get the far wrist and keep that under, he might be able to turn this to something. Got the hips turned with his legs. He could. Nope, gave it up.
Yeah, we're going to go for a cradle. And he did a suicide again. That's a pin.
And they keep racking him up here.
All right, we got Vinny Sint coming out here at 1.
All right, so now we'll jump up to 144. So 4 straight falls to start this match for St. Croix Central. Looks impressive. Let's see. It's a lot of pressure on Vinny now. We got to.
Now wrestling at 144 pounds. For Ellsworth, Caden Steenson. For St. Croix Central, Vinny Sint.
Oh, really
Beautiful
nice.
slide by. Caught Stevenson leaning in, putting a little pressure. Man, we are just not afraid to do that, are we?
No. Even when you're out of position, he still tried to hit it. Yeah, that's that Jack's Forest slide by. He's obviously done very well with it.
Again, we kind of talked about power technology with the videos and all the streaming, and these kids, they learn fast. And I remember when my second son was literally in 5th grade, and we were watching the Wisconsin Badgers, and Kyle Rochelle hit a kind of an arm front headlock type position. The very next morning, that was a Friday night duel, and Saturday morning in the tournament, a kid hit it.
Yeah.
It's like he saw it the night before, did it at the tournament the very night. Like, wow, it was impressive. So that's my shout out to Drew Malachek, highlight of his wrestling career, wrestling like Kyle Rochelle.
Well, Vinny's doing a good job keeping pressure on here. See if we can get a turn. He's got 35 seconds left. There's plenty of time to make it work. Oh, he's got a bundle actually hooked up. If you can get around the head.
Yeah, just take your time here. You got plenty of time. He's getting the count.
This might be a pin.
You get he's trying to scoop the head. It's going to be a little hard to do. Oh, that's tight. My goodness.
Now he's got his arm under. I don't know if he can get a fall from that position, yeah.
But we'll collect the near fall. Take a 7-0 lead, first period. We'll take it.
Oh, another slide by.
Another.
Right into that cross wrist tilt. He's looking really good tonight.
Good energy, heavy on top.
Good chain wrestling, moving from one thing to the next.
It's a good thing they brought 2 refs. They're working them tonight.
Yeah, they are.
He's going to do it again.
And he only gave him 3 there. One more turn, and that will be the end of the match.
Oh, he didn't score. He's got to either pin him or a minute to go here as he got the fall.
All right, nicely done. Another pin for Central. That'll move us up to 150 pounds with Caden Corcoran.
Yeah, that takes it 30-0 team scores. 5 straight falls for St. Croix Central. Ellsworth with 4 wrestlers listed at 150 pounds, so we'll see who they bring out.
Now wrestling at 150 pounds. For Ellsworth, Eli Stockwell. For St. Croix Central, Caden Corcoran.
All right, I don't think we've seen Eli Stockwell yet tonight. And we haven't seen anybody at 157 pounds yet tonight either, so.
Stockwell listed as a freshman for Ellsworth. Corcoran a sophomore for Central. Corcoran in on a shot, see if he can. Oh, gotta be careful here.
A little overbaked.
Hey. But you know what? He got a little excited there, didn't quite finish. But you know what? He hit another reshot on this. I just love it. You know, he'll learn from that. I think when you see that double, when you see them running their legs here, this is totally R.J. Dilcher. That's coming straight out of UW lacrosse. I can see they do that down there every night, and it helps too. It brings your hips in.
Yeah.
And when your opponent hits the mat, they don't want to get up, right? They're so shocked from being in the air that they base out and give you a chance to go for a quick turn somehow.
Hard to defend from the air, and it's just nice to see those guys not going down to the mat. What we talked about before, you don't want to take a shot and then put your head down the mat. Mm-hmm. He's doing the opposite of that, so that's really nice to see. Oh, they're moving to a 2-on-1. Let's see if we can get a goal behind here.
If you can just lift that ankle, it should be okay. Yep. There should be 3. All right, so 6-1 already. Minute and a half into the first period.
All right, nice first period for Caden. A couple of takedowns, riding tough. Back to a 2-on-1.
I was checking my program. Who took choice there? It's neutral, but did we choose that?
I did not see.
They're going to fire us, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We're not paying attention. So Ellsworth
might dock our pay.
Might dock our pay. Good point. Yeah. Picked up a stall call there, just pressure. So
another double here, right to his back.
Should be catching
and a half.
Beautiful. Take your time. I'll try and get him to tee up here if he can.
Boy, it'd be nice if he'd get off that leg. He just didn't come off the legs. He needed to trust it and get out. perpendicular. Oh, back into a bundle. We've seen a couple of bundles out of the Central guys here tonight.
If he can get a turner, he might get the fall, just because I think the Ellsworth kid's running out of energy personally.
Well, he's got a minute left, so there's plenty of time he's got left to work on him. All right, now if he
got
gets
a cradle, he has it locked up.
Very good. I like how he brought that
Yeah, he's got the knee out.
back, and he should be able to get a pin out of this. Oh, moves it to 13-1.
Yeah, he might just lift that leg and flip him right over here. Yep, that's what he's trying to do. Catch him on the back. Yes. All right, so he's going to cut the near fall. This match is going to be over either via fall or technical fall. That's close. It's really close.
Oh, nice match from Caden Corcoran, collecting a tech fall.
Yeah, it's an impressive showing for St. Croix Central right now. I don't believe we've given up a takedown in this match.
No, I don't think we have, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's six matches in, you got 35 team points. So now we'll bring out Everett Knospe at 157 pounds. Knospe a starter for us the last 2 years. See who they bring out for Ellsworth.
Now wrestling 157 pounds. For Ellsworth, Matthew Lundstrom. For St. Croix Central, Everett Knospe.
Knospe a junior for St. Croix Central. Lundstrom also a junior for Ellsworth. Ellsworth had a front headlock position, tried to do a little roll through. What's going on here? Blood timeout. So Knospe has the first takedown, leads 3-0. We'll take an opportunity here to thank our sponsors. We have Marco Septic, Citizen State Bank, Hudson Physicians, Bird Plumbing and Heating, Premium Waters, Baldwin Lightstream, B&B Insurance, Burnix Pepsi, Whitecap Financial Advisors, TDI Cable Maintenance, Courtesy Corporation, McDonald's, Pheasant Hills, J.A. Counter, Williams & Silers, Attorneys at Law, Russ Davis Wholesale with their Crazy Fresh brand. Thank you to all our sponsors of St. Croix Central Athletics.
All right, we got a little blood cleanup here. Get two Panthers going at it. You get some blood drawn once in a while.
Exactly.
Oh, we'll get a restart, minute 25.
Knospe looking pretty solid on top here, putting on a lot of pressure, staying on his toes, got the wrists locked up, going to try a crossface here. The bundle and cradle series has worked well for Central tonight. Just keep the train going.
Yeah, both guys wrestling tough here on the mat. First period. We'll see if they both have the engine to last the whole match.
Oh, we're close to a cradle here. About 10 seconds here. He might get a quick turn here. See if he can get a big step. Gonna run out of time here.
Yep.
Good first period though. Quick takedown right out. Green's choice, which means St. Croix Central. He's gonna defer. Ellsworth's gonna stay neutral. Finish. Oh, he just ran out of space. Same thing we talked about all night long. Hit that single, turn the corner, and he did it. Everett did it beautifully there. Just ran out of real estate. Should collect a stall call here. Ellsworth kind of been backing out here a little bit. Minutes to go, second period. Everett leading 3-0. No, Ellsworth is into the 2-on-1. Everett does a nice job of clearing that. Should be a stall. Yeah, there it is. So, as we predicted, the stall call on Ellsworth, just Everett doing all the activity, creating all the activity here. .20 seconds to go, second period. Started this period on their feet, and they're still there. So getting some good action there. There's a shot by Knospe. Beautiful takedown. It's got the Metzger in, the hips turned. If he can possibly get the elevation here. What's going on? Somebody got blood. So we got a little blood time out here. Everett with the takedown lead 6-0. 4 seconds to go, second period.
Well, two unfortunate stops there. He had armbar in the first period, stopped for blood, and then he had a Turk in with a crossface and got stopped as well. So, all right, well, that'll pretty much end the second period, and we'll go in with our choice on the third period. We deferred. We'll see what Coach Holzer is telling him to do for third period start here.
All right, so quick start stop. Everett will get his choice for the third period. He's going to neutral. So we're going to go back on our feet.
It was a headlock just waiting to be
Just
thrown
a good
there.
hip toss there. Oh, yeah, we got blood. We haven't had a match go to the third period, I don't think.
No, yeah, the
We're
first
like, wow,
one.
these are really long. It's spoiled. Beautiful shot off the whistle by Knospe. We'll see if he can get some elevation there. So what's the format Saturday in Lakeville? What's the straight up tournament, or is it like
yeah,
they do the pool? They don't do a pool, then a
yeah,
finals?
no, it's a straight up tournament, standard bracket.
Okay. How many teams do you know?
I don't know. There was a pretty good team there last year from Minnesota. We took second, I believe.
It was not Zumbrota, Zumbrota, right? Chatfield.
That's
State
who it
champ,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Head coach Dewey Mosseth, national champ for UW lacrosse. Probably had one of the most exciting NCAA finals matches I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. End up going Rambo. He got a really bad cut, so they wrapped his head.
Oh,
you ever
sure.
seen the John Reeder
Yeah.
pictures from Iowa State when it was identical to that. It's great. No, Dewey's got a great program going down there. Boy, them two have had that same situation like 4 times tonight.
All right.
And I honestly can't tell you who needs to do what, because there's a beautiful double. He just got to change levels. 10 seconds to go. We're going to get our first full match of the duel. Knospe up. Score it. Nope. So Everett's going to win 6-0. And we'll take it. Take the team score to 38-0. So we're at the halfway point. That's 7 matches. We'll bring up 165 next.
This will be Jake Swenson and Hunter Halverson from Ellsworth.
This should be a pretty good scrap, if I remember right from the last one.
I think Jake has got a pretty good advantage here.
Yeah.
At 165 pounds, wrestling for Ellsworth is Hunter Halverson. For St. Croix Central, Jake Swenson.
Oh, he missed the ankle pick.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was a great reaction by Jake there.
Well, Jake running the leg here. I think he wants to hook up a figure 4 if he can, or double. Not the biggest fan of a double boot. It just it's not productive.
No, in high school wrestling especially, not when you're not adding up riding time or anything. It's just... Now, if you're head 2-1 in the state finals and you got them locked in, there's 20 seconds to go, you bet. You give him the old Chris Perry from Okie State and just ride him out. Right? He's got a half in here. He's going to run out of time. I think it's going to be his issue here.
Good ride from Jake, though.
Yeah, solid. Just good mat awareness, even for a sophomore. I mean, that's, Until he's got, 1,000 matches under his belt or whatever it is, you know. It's just no panic, always in position, or knows what to do in every position. I won't say always in position.
Jake had a good stand up there, went from a quad pod onto his feet. See what he does with the underhook. I'm guessing he's going to try and throw that by. Oh, went to an arm drag. Just missed the elbow.
Yep. The setup was right. When he actually went to it, he had no motion going, so it's hard to go from a stationary to. I'm going to guess we're going to get a stall call here because he's backed him out twice or 3 times now. Good action. Going to end up out of bounds, but Jake still leads 4-0 halfway through the second period. Quick duck under. Gets up takedown. It'll be 7-0 right now for Swenson. 40 seconds to go, second period. I think he's going to get the fall here.
I think he
he's
is
going to
too.
come back to all the work he did earlier. Kid might be out of energy. There it is.
Nice job.
So after 165 pounds, starting at 120 tonight, we're up 44-0, which means the duel's out of reach. So Central's going to win the duel, barring a bunch of team points being deducted, which I won't ever say never, but so Central will start out 2-0 in the conference, so off to a good start here.
That is definitely the case. At 175, we haven't seen, I think we've got Tyler Lewis potentially from Ellsworth. And he had a forfeit earlier today. And haven't seen Leo.
175 pounds for Ellsworth, Tyler Lewis for St. Croix Central, Leo McKenna.
Looks like a couple of guys with some horsepower.
Yeah, Lewis got a forfeit against Prescott, so that's why we haven't seen him.
Very nice.
Nice
Leo.
little takedown. Whoa, right to his cradle. Boy, that's tight. There it is. Woo! Leo McKenna with a 20-second fall.
Great job for Leo.
So after 9 matches, St. Croix Central leads 50-0.
All right, next we're going to move on to the 190-pound match. This is Jaden Stave. I kind of picked this as one of the better matches. Really interested to see how Jaden does here.
At 190 pounds for Ellsworth, Brecken Young for St. Croix Central, Jaden Stave.
Brecken Young, a senior. Probably give the advantage to Ellsworth here.
Did he go to state last year? I kind of feel like I remember watching him in sectionals last year.
I don't remember.
Yeah, good early test here for Jaden.
So we got 3 matches left after this one. We got heavyweight Oh, 4. You're right. Yep. We got 215, then heavyweight. And then we got the 2 little guys to finish it up. Really good counter with the underhook there.
Nice way to work his way to a single, crack down on it. He's going to cover the hips here. I think he's going to score.
Well done.
Very well done by Jaden Stave.
All right, 22 seconds here. Let's see if Jaden can ride him out. Very good. Really nice pressure.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking, I know he spent a lot of time in the offseason on the mat, and it's just showing right now. We said he had a great freshman campaign, but...
Oh, we got called for stalling. That's interesting.
Well, when your team's scoring 27 match points every match, he's
yeah,
fools the referee, right? I'll take it. That's all right. Worked his way up. Got a little hand control coming here. Called the stall, so he got about 7 seconds. So yeah, so it's a legit stall call.
Oh,
so now they both have stall calls, I guess. So
right.
There we go. So now Jaden gets an escape. So they'll lead 4-0. Doing a nice job. He's keeping inside position.
Well, Jaden looking a lot better just body-wise this year. I think he's growing into, being up at the 190 weight class.
If he can just move his feet here, he's got a shot to get around here. He's got to keep there. Just move your feet.
Nice job.
Very well done. That's one of the situations you see where you just know when we have more kids in the room, more good kids in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell he's got a good workout partner, right? Things like that don't always happen. He's got to try and copy the Owen Wasley here.
Yeah, he needs to get his leg under his knee, higher
there,
up on the.
Now he's got it.
There.
See, that turns the hip, and then the hips are the most powerful part of the body, so if you can turn the hips, the shoulders will follow.
Yeah, he kind of lost the leverage there. You really want to be high on that leg, up on the thigh.
What time's Owen Wasley get home for Christmas break?
Yeah.
Have him reteach that.
All right, good job from Jaden. I like what I'm seeing here. Solid 7-0 lead. Now up 7-0, third period. I mean, really, Jaden should be going for the legs, avoiding the upper body.
Yep. Little thing here, but once he gets, if he's ear to ear, he's not able to move. But see when he gets out in the air, just motion, gets out of that ear to ear. This is impressive.
Well, 10-0, really in command of the match at this point. Still not high enough on that leg, really.
Yep.
Just can't quite get position.
And let's give Young some credit. He looks really, really strong, too.
Right, he does.
You're trying to move a fire hydrant here. It's not that easy. Ooh, almost got the chin drop.
He did.
That was
Just about caught that perfect.
That's like a 120-pound type move.
And we got 25 left. Oh, he's got the cradle.
He's got it locked up if he can just get a big step in here.
We got to bring this straight back.
Yep.
He needs to bring his head up and sit down.
Yeah. It's going to be really hard right now. It's 4 seconds to go. We're going to. Well done. Well done, James.
Nice job.
10-0. Going to run the team score up to 54-0. Okay. Should bring up Mr. Brock Swenson for us.
No, this is going to be Gio Stork.
Oh, that's Gio. Oh, look across the room.
So interesting to see how this one goes, actually.
So Gio must weigh, kind of be our swing guy.
I think between Gio and Brock, we can move them.
Yep.
Now wrestling 215 pounds.
But Sawyer Van Horn here is going to be really solid. It'll be tough for Gio to.
Gio Stork.
If we get a win here, that'll be an upset, I think. But Gio looking a lot better this year than last year.
Yeah. Well, they grow into their bodies, you know.
Yep.
Freshman year is hard, let's be honest, let alone be an upper weight guy.
Nice footwork.
Oh, we got to be careful here. He's got the leg in. That should be 3.
Boy, if he can get up on his.
Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah. I want to just give up the reversal and belly out.
Bail out. Yep. Smart move. Get a fresh start. You'll be fine. All right, so 48 seconds to go, first period. 3-2. Got a little barn burner here.
Ellsworth working a coffee grinder there. Ellsworth, oh, nice wrist control and stand up. That's.
That should be fine. Hips up. He can get his hips up. He can score here.
Nice job.
Pull his arm through. No, didn't get through.
Sneak out the back door here. He's got 10 seconds to make it happen. And we're more bleeding.
More button.
That was some nice work from Gio. That was some activity that he did not have last year. Just the movement and awareness there. Good positioning.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it's second years. They've been out on the mat. They've been under the spotlight. The jitterbugs aren't there. You just you come out a little more natural, right? It's so scary that first time you go out there.
And Sawyer's put in a lot of mat time when he was younger. I think he may have taken a year or two off. Didn't see him around there for a little bit, but he's got plenty of experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's only a junior, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good-looking frame there. If I was one of the Ellsworth football coaches, I'd be drooling right now.
All right, again, now we're down to 3 matches after this. Yeah, we still got heavyweight and then the 106 and 113. Oh, really like the hustle there. 5 seconds left, still trying for an escape. Well done. Coach liked what he saw, so he's going to try that again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right, this has worked out well last time. He's got a 2-on-1 here. He's got to be careful. Oh, nice job getting his hip up. Ellsworth's really high.
Yeah, if he can.
Oh, he's got to be careful. He's
turn
gonna,
to the hips.
Yep, he needs to keep that arm off there. He's going to get caught in a banana split.
Yep. Yeah, you always, if your kids are out there watching, that Gio had his head up in a pretty good position. He always turned towards the hips. He turned towards the head, and this is where he's going to get in a little trouble here. But he had to turn towards the hips. So now Ellsworth is in a pretty good position here. There's the fall.
Boy, that's a lot of celebrating for one win.
Yeah. We'll do a little throwback night right now. 10 years ago this week, an Ellsworth wrestler and a St. Croix Central were both on the Air Force Academy's wrestling team. It was Parker Hines, a 2-time state finalist and state champion, and Marcus Malachek, a state runner for Central. Both went to the Air Force Academy. They wrestled here in this gym in 10 years ago this week. And that was one of the best things ever. I mean, Parker's just a great kid. And ironically, they're both still in the Air Force. They're both stationed at McCord Air Force Base in Tacoma, Washington. So they actually see each other.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So shout out to Marcus and Parker for your service. Great entertainment you provided us all those years. Yeah, that was a really fun day. And there's a blast from Brock Swenson at 285.
And we're going to get a pin here from Swenson.
This one's good.
All right, we got 2 left here. We got the little guys, 106 and 113.
So far my heroes tonight are going to be Everett Canospi and Jaden's Dave, because they both had to wrestle the distance. Nobody else has. So.
I don't think they're going to agree with you. I think both of them would have liked to have ended it early.
Now wrestling at 106 pounds for Ellsworth, Parker Lampman. For St. Croix Central, Ryan Schauer.
So Ryan Schauer, freshman for St. Croix Central.
Yeah, this should be a pretty even match here, I think. Got to be careful. Oh, right to his
boy,
back.
right, boy. Great job to fight out of
Wow,
that.
that is a good job.
Still, Ellsworth still in control. Yeah, so still 7-0.
Oh, I love to see that. Ryan fighting off his back. Getting back to a scoring position here. Everybody gets caught. It looked like he's working on a 2-on-1 here. I'd like to see him step into that a little bit with his right leg.
Oh, beautiful pick.
All right, final ticks of the first period.
Just caught a cradle here. What do you give him? Just through. So 13-1. Lampman takes a quick lead here. Good chain wrestling. You gotta admit, that was impressive.
Yeah. All right, Lampman goes to a quad pod. Well, Ryan's putting good pressure on him. See if he can turn that crossface into anything. He's got not a crossface. He's got it underneath.
He's got a little spiral ride with a, I'm
Yeah.
not sure what kind of a claw ride we'll call it.
Yeah.
Hey, he's way out front, putting some pressure on him, being aggressive. I like it. You got to go big here. You know, you can. Could hit a tilt right out of this, I think, if we can trap that
Yeah, he's going to have to let him go. He's going to get a stalling call.
Right. Right, so match scores 14-1 in favor of Ellsworth here at 106 pounds. This is match 13 out of 14 tonight. Team score 60-6 in favor of St. Croix Central.
And I'm not sure what kind of matchup we're going to see at 113 here. Looks like they've chose their wrestler from Ellsworth. Either way, a pretty solid showing from St. Croix Central. It's about what we expected, I think.
Yeah, it's aggressive. I think we were into match 10 before Ellsworth even had a takedown.
Right.
So good aggressive wrestling. Scored a lot of points, kept wrestling, chain wrestled. Hats off to Central tonight. Okay, so that'll be a takedown. That'll end the match.
So it's going to be 60-10. No, 11. 60-11 for a team score. And we've got our final match of the night here coming up. We got Connor Becker from St. Croix Central. He is a sophomore.
Now wrestling at 113
Harding, also a sophomore for Ellsworth. Becker and Quick on a single, trying to turn the corner here. I turned the side knee a little sideways there. Ref did the right thing. Protect the athlete. And on the same single leg again, trying to turn the corner. Might be able to just crash the hips here. And yeah, there he goes. Might be able to trap the arm, go to the back here. He's pretty close.
All right, to a bundle. Oh, if he can come around the head on this, this might be over quick.
Ooh, caught him in a quick flip there and headlocked him. And
yeah, he looks like he's. Yep.
there's the fall.
Oh, good showing. Central 66-11.
Yeah, great job, St. Croix Central. We love what we saw tonight.
That will conclude tonight's matches. Central victorious 66-11. So thank you for attending tonight's matches, supporting our athletes. The Panthers next plan on taking the mat Saturday.
Well, we thank all our sponsors tonight. We thank all the crowd coming out, and appreciate all our viewers out there. We're well over 130 there at one point. So hope you enjoyed St. Croix Central wrestling tonight. This weekend they'll be out in Lakeville, and we'll be back for the Hall of Fame duels in January sometime.
You bet.
Sometime late in January. So everybody drive home safe and go Panthers.